Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gargano Show.
Hello and welcome into the Xfinity Studio here at PHLY. This is the Anthony Gargano Show with not Anthony Gargano, but Jamie Lynch in Violations. Greg with you on this Wednesday. Lot to get to. The show, of course, is always presented to you by our friends at Bet Parks. I was over by Bet Parks yesterday. I wasn't able to stop in because I had to get home to the girls. Right there off Street Road in Bensalem. Easy to get to from everywhere. And happy Wednesday to all. There's a lot happening in the sports world. The thing I'm most enamored with this morning is the Los Angeles Dodgers are absolute frauds and are a house of cards that are crumbling. We'll get to that later. But the Philadelphia Phillies just can't lose baseball games anymore. And today kicks off the start of joint practices up at Foxborough. In Foxborough, I guess I should say. The Patriots and Eagles get underway up there. We're going to talk to Bo Wulf live from Gillette Stadium at 9:30. 10 o'clock, we're going to talk to the Inquirer's Mike Sielski about everything going on in the world. And 10:30, Kyle Neubeck is going to join the show to bat it around. It's also rank week here at All City. So a lot to get into today. We have Nugs. We got back in the day. But let's start with your Philadelphia Phillies. Last night felt like another one of those nights where Zack Wheeler was good until he wasn't. Phillies go down. Phillies aren't getting hits. Feels like they're not going to pull it off. Just a classic Phillies mixture of meh. And then late in the game, the Phillies bats come alive. They get 6 hits in an inning where they had 2 prior in the previous 6 innings. And they pull another one out. Kyle Schwarber just misses a monster home run that would have blown the game open. But yet again, Alec Bohm comes up with a clutch hit. And luckily for me, VG and Julia, I never once doubted Alec Bohm, so I'm safe. I never talked bad about the guy. I talked extensions with the guy. I just think he's a tremendous ball player. So I'm safe. All you other haters out there, you know, you're going to be eating a lot of crow here because Alec Bohm is carrying this team. It is incredible. And the numbers, since Luis Arraez, we had a debate in our Discord channel last night. For all you diehards out there, if you're not a diehard, consider becoming one because it's a good place. Jeff Kerr put this out. Since Luis Arraez has arrived in Philadelphia, and I don't know if the other bats are sucking up the osmosis of Luis Arraez and his approach to the plate, but the Phillies, since Arraez has arrived in Philadelphia, that's a weird statement. Arraez arrived in Philadelphia. They are 3rd in Major League Baseball in batting average. They are 1st in on-base percentage. They are 1st in walk rate. They are 30th in K rate. They are 1st in walk to K ratio, and they are tied for 4th in Major League Baseball with runs scored. I am allowing myself to get somewhat irrational. I am allowing myself to believe that Major League Baseball is weird all over the place. Outside of the Milwaukee Brewers, who beat the Seattle Mariners 22-0 last night in the most lopsided shutout victory in Major League Baseball history. We'll talk about that later because Julio Rodriguez had a brain fart of all brain farts. Baseball's weird. And the Dodgers are leaking oil. Edwin Diaz goes on the IL yesterday. Their bullpen's a mess. Kyle Tucker's crying in the dugouts. The Braves, all of a sudden, the Phillies have picked up 4 in the last 6 games on the Braves. Baseball is kind of mediocre and spread evenly across the board. All it might take is being hot at the right time. And I'm starting to believe that why not us? Screw it. I know the Phillies have their holes. I know the bullpen is ass at times. I know all these things. I watch every single game. But it feels like most teams have those similar problems. No one is truly great. The Brewers, yeah, they have 78 wins or 77, whatever it is. But come October, have the Brewers gotten it done before? Nah. So that type of stuff matters. I'm beginning to believe. I'm drunk with optimism with this Phillies team. Why not us? Let's get a little thumbs up in the chat here for your fighting Phils who pull off another one. And the guy to my left here, Mr. Violations Greg, does not care about joint practices up in New England today. I do a little bit because this is a good test, and this is your starters and a Sean Mannion offense going up against a team that is potentially a top 10 defense. And I don't really care about the A.J. Brown circus storyline that will be covered ad nauseum. If you want to puke over that, you can tune into a local sports radio station that will have you covered for all the horrible takes and disgusting storylines that nobody really cares about. I care about, is Devontae Smith stepping on the field versus Chris Gonzalez? I care about Sean Mannion's offense. How does it look versus a starting unit for the Patriots that's pretty good? I care about Nick Sirianni. Is he asking Mike Vrabel how his offseason was? I care about, A.J. Brown versus Quinyon Mitchell, not as teammates anymore. How does that look? I care about what the starting defense and the D-line does. Did Jalyx Hunt continue to ascend and look the part of an all-pro type of D end like he did in camp here? Now you're going up against everybody else. So you're playing against guys in other pads. Maybe it's Cowboy Saints where there's 13 different fights in the joint practices. I would love that. I love a training camp fight. Call me a caveman. But I would love to see the Eagles and Pats throw down today. So I like the energy that comes from a joint practice. This is important stuff. So excited to talk to Bo Wulf today at 9:30 live from Foxborough. Make sure you're following the PHLY Eagles account on Twitter, PHLY Sports on Instagram. We'll have you covered. And, of course, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And then the Dodgers story is an absolutely fascinating one that over the last 24 hours is really unraveling at the seams. Mark Walter, the CEO of the Guggenheim Group, maybe running just an entire fraud operation, which we'll dive into at points this year. But there's a scenario out there where they've basically fraudulently paid for the last 2 World Series titles, and he owes about close to $8 billion by the end of the year and can't pay it, and maybe defrauding life insurance policies all across the company or all across the country. So stay tuned on that one because that is a fascinating story. But VG, the Phillies, why not us?
Listen.
Don't you dare give me
Julia play his song.
Don't give me it's the Marlins.
Alec Bohm. Yes, thank you, UK. Phillies guys for having that song. We should hear that song every 10 minutes.
Soccer chants are the best.
Alec Bohm. What can't the dude do right now? I mean, what we're with.
I never doubted him. I mean, luckily, I've always defended him.
Turnaround in a player's season.
It's unbelievable.
The last 28 days, 25 games.
It's Luis Arraez.
He's got 7 Ks, 7 walks, only 9 Ks, 7 doubles. He's in 341. He's making catches in the field and doing Mike Quick toe taps on the bag to get the double play.
That was a hell of a play last night.
Right now. So we got to, just as Alec Bohm goes, the Phillies go. And that's how it's going.
I mean, I said to Corey, look,
It's
I don't want to re-sign the guy regardless of what he does for the next 6.
1 year, 12 mil. 1 year, 12 mil.
I don't care what he does these next 7, 8 weeks. I'm not re-signing the guy. But I hope and pray that he continues this streak because he does change the lineup.
He's got 20 ribbies in 25 games right now.
Dude, he's approaching 70 RBIs. He's contending for the team.
All over from Dombrowski. We're like, who cares about his ribbies? Now he's a ribby machine.
I could put you in the 4-hole behind those top 3 and you get some ribbies.
2 out RBIs. He scored. He had to go ahead run at some point last night.
That play at first was really nice.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
The thing with him defensively, he'll pull out some of those incredible plays from time to time where you're just like, what the hell where did that come from?
Yeah, hey, Red, I'm driving the Bohm bus right now.
Yeah, you're a real Bohmer. That's all right.
I'm all bomed up. Got a major Bohmer going on.
What do you think Anthony would be saying this morning?
I don't know.
Would he be starting to believe?
I think he would be happy.
He'd be happy, yeah, but would he actually believe?
Maybe his family stuff's coming to an end. They have a court date coming up next week. Maybe they've come to a resolution ahead of time.
Oh, you think he's
Maybe
free?
things are better, you know? I don't know.
I think he touched the...
Maybe him and the girl are not together anymore.
No, she was in Dyersville, Iowa.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
All right. So maybe it's the family
Local
stuff.
product, Elko girl.
Yeah, maybe it's the family stuff is winding down.
Penn State girl also.
We got
Penn State's in the news.
Yo. I got connected to them.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
With what's his name? Pablo
No, don't ruin it.
all right. Yeah, all right. We'll talk about that
some
later.
of the names they got.
Old Pablo going on up there. But yes, Alec Bohm, maybe he just getting grounded in a cornfield was good for his Midwestern roots.
Maybe first base.
It's like Prince was baptized in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Maybe Alec Bohm was baptized in the cornfield of Dyersville, Iowa.
Him and Stott right now.
Stott right now.
Here's what we thought. We thought this team, for most of the season, relied on only the big bats. They were incapable of playing small ball. And now, last night, no home runs. You got Bohm playing small ball in a way. He's hitting doubles now. Stott's playing small ball. Crawford's playing small ball, bunting. He's getting on. He's running around the bases. And if the bottom half of the lineup can play small ball effectively, while the big bobbers
Justin
are up top,
Crawford is playing really good ball.
Yeah. His average, what is he up to 280 at this point?
He's having a very successful rookie season.
Yes.
I like Justin Crawford and what he brings to this team. And there's no way the Phillies were going to lose on Flow Ride tonight.
No,
that's just not in the car.
That kind of energy in the building, he's probably pumping them up in the dugout.
There's greatness within the walls of Citizens Bank Park. You don't let Flow Rida down.
And don't think this isn't facetious.
It's going down for real.
Yeah, go to his Spotify. You know the top 10 songs. They're all bangers.
He is a sneaky banger list.
Hey, I got laughed at because I like the Whistle song. The Whistle song's a great song. We're like,
yeah.
He's got a banger at the bang.
I felt bad. Flow Rida didn't go on until like 10:15, 10:20 last night. The kids didn't get to experience greatness.
What time did you? Yeah, if you were down there last night, what time did you get out of?
Julie, I got to send you this picture. Flow Rida was carrying a baby around on top of the dugout. Let's see if you can flash it up real quick.
Is that like the 7th inning?
That's how good things are going right now. Is that Flow Rida is blessing babies on top of dugouts. I mean, if you look at all 4 teams in town right now with the way the Phillies are going, who's got it better than us?
Oh, don't go there. Don't get the chat started.
Who's got it better than us?
Don't.
I just dropped it in Slack.
Don't.
I think I put it in Philly's channel.
Don't hardball poke
Sorry,
the chat.
not the Gargano channel. Slack. Anybody in the chat deal with Slack at work? We have about 1,700 different channels, and sometimes I get amnesia in there.
Can't get enough Slack.
Everybody here loves Slack. There he is, Flow Rida carrying the baby on top of the dugout. I mean, this is a blessing. They may win the World Series now. Flow Rida anointed them the chosen one.
Stevie G says he got out of there at 11:40 last night.
Wow. So did he perform it for like an hour plus?
He probably goes 10:30, 11:30, I guess. I mean, I would imagine someone like Flow Rida, I don't know how many Spotify people he's got. He's probably got, if he's got about 10 million, let me see. I'm just trying to figure out industry-wise in the music industry how much his guarantee is. His minimum guarantee is probably to come out for an hour. Let's see.
Flow Rida.
Flow Rida. He's got 45 million. He's probably like 250 G's for an hour at least, I would think. So
really,
you're gonna pay him that kind of money. You better get an hour out.
Look, people say John Middleton's cheap. He's going out of pocket for Flow Rida. He's not Mark Walter scamming the country and fraudulent life insurance policies. Why not us?
I don't know if you want to go there. I mean, his bankroll's made on giving out cigarettes and
cigars. Yeah. Turn of the century, though, before the health implications were really known.
Yeah, sure.
And Mark Walter's out there scamming people,
scamming
Mimas and Papas out of their life insurance policies.
On those cherry
cigars. He cashed out. At least he's got cash.
Yes.
Mark Walter owes $9 billion by December 12th this year.
Why couldn't Bohm just do this like a month earlier at the deadline?
Well, because he still has no value.
If he was going like this, you could get something
like this, maybe.
Dude,
but like
he's blazing hot, right? Like him and Stott are 2 of the hottest bats.
Are you gonna
in the
believe
last
it?
month.
Stott is unbelievable.
It's like Stott's been great for the last 2 months. Bohm's been ridiculous the last month. It's not just like a week or two.
Don Mattingly was asked last night. I watched the post game press conference. are you kind of amazed at how seamless Bryson Stott is transitioning to third? And he's like, I thought he'd be good. He's a really good fielder. He's been better than I expected. What Bryson Stott's doing in the field.
I mean, what was Don Mattingly looking at? He's a Gold Glove second baseman.
But it's hard to go to third base with the difference in the arm and the angles are different.
I think Donnie's out to lunch.
Yeah. You're out on Don?
I'm out on Don Mattingly. I'm out on it. He's got great forearms. I noticed last night he's got Popeye forearms.
He's got the old school dad big tat on the bicep.
Does he?
Too, yeah.
What's the tat of?
I can't tell, but it always.
Oh, you can't tell because it's a secret, or you don't know what it is.
No, he's got the sleeve here, and you just see the bottom half of it, but you can tell it's a big one.
Yeah,
old Donnie baseball.
He puts it on the forearms.
He's kind of jacked,
all glistening. He's like an arm wrestling champ. I would guarantee it.
He was asked about Alex Cora in the dugout the other day, and he's just cool. I have some disagreements with pulling Schwarber and Arraez's bat out of the lineup at times, and
he's
sometimes
the way
he
got no feel for the bullpen.
But he's cool. He was just it doesn't bother me. Whatever.
Yeah, my son's the GM. You think I'm worried?
Well, I don't. I think he knows Alex Cora is going to be the manager next year.
We'll see.
So yeah, lots going on, and then joint practice today. VG, come on.
So
where's the pep in the step?
Eddie Wright is correct. Him and I are big fans of joint practice. However, football joint practices, I don't get it. I don't get the buzz about it. It's
because it's steel on steel. Pressure makes diamonds, as RG3 tried to trademark.
Well, I like pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, but he RG3 trying to trademark that is the most insane, asinine thing I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, shooters got to shoot, dude. You got to try and get what you can get in this world. If you can get that gets through the trademark thing, hey, God bless you.
Yeah, that's probably been around for 100+ years, and RG3's trying to trademark it. Good job, buddy. But yeah, I like it. Steel on steel.
We got to be. Drake May throws 47 interceptions. What's that going to mean for us? I don't know.
It means that Quinyon and
we
Cooper
know the defense is great.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. If you don't know the defense is great,
they should be.
What are you talking about?
Well, you don't play the game on paper.
Of course not. You saw them last year, and they're not going to be any worse than last year.
Maybe they should be better. Reek Woolen.
Right. They're going to be better. They're a top 3 defense.
You got to go out and prove it.
I don't know.
Oh, you're just going to assume they're great.
Yeah. I know.
What happens when you assume?
Man.
Yeah.
I'm a football man. I know they're great.
Yeah. Making an ass out of you and me. I'm more concerned about the Sean Mannion offense.
They're not going to show you anything. Exactly what they played this week.
No, I think they'll show you more because it's a controlled environment where they control the filming and the footage.
Yeah, but the Patriots have the film then. You're going to trust Patriots with the film of it? They're going to distribute it to the whole league.
Who doesn't trust the Patriots with
That's
film?
what I'm saying. I'm not showing the Patriots anything.
I'm excited for it. We're going to talk to Bo Wulf in a little bit about joint practice today, what he's watching for. And I'm very proud of the town for not caring about A.J. Brown. I know Mike Sielski has a piece about their friendship falling apart. And
what do you mean they don't care about A.J. Brown?
I haven't talked to one person that cares about A.J. Brown.
Chat every day usually he's just throwing arrows at A.J. constantly.
I don't think people really care. I think they're just kind of saying it. Does anybody hate A.J. Brown? No. He won here. He's gone. He sabotaged last year. See you later.
Well, all right. I don't know. I think you might be
Thursday, we're doing for Rank Week Philadelphia's top villains of all time. And there may be a former first-round pick that popped his head into the top 5. Of a certain basketball team in town.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And it's you think Philadelphians don't harbor hate and resentment? I don't really feel the AJ.
CEO. I hate AJ. Eddie Wright, AJ Frown is a bleeping dork.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I hate him.
Yeah, but I don't hear it out there. I don't really see it. I don't think people really care.
Big farts. I hate asshat Arthur. He quit on us.
Arthur, is that his
Randy
first name?
Seidman. Good riddance, AJ.
Is his first name Arthur?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did have the dorky high school picture.
Arthur Juan Brown.
Arthur Juan. Huh. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
All right. On the other side, we're going to check in with Bo Wulf live from Foxborough. I want to continue railing on the Dodgers because they are frauds, and they're a house of cards, and they're collapsing before our eyes, and I love it.
They're frauds in what way? Their frauds are drafted?
No, financially scamming people.
Developed players are...
Mark Walter going down.
How often do those billionaires go down?
Well, he's being forced to sell his stock of the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm just going to be surprised.
He's trying to rob Peter to pay Paul.
They all do.
He's going to have to answer the bell by December. And the Dodgers and their deferred contracts through 2045, sketchy. We'll continue talking about it all next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Parks Casino, that's my casino of choice. Why? Because it's easy to get to from everywhere. Street Road in Ben Salem, off the Turnpike, off 95. You can get there from anywhere. And it's a great place of headline entertainment and award-winning fine dining. With their food court area and restaurant selection, there's something for everyone. And make the night complete and stay over at the beautiful Parks View Hotel. It's just steps away from Parks Casino and offers complimentary shuttle service. Just announce comedian Ben Bankus, August 22nd. Magician Michael Carbonaro on September 19th. Tickets still available for these headliners at Parks Casino. The Excite Center is awesome. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, August 28th, coming up. Sebastian Bach with special guest. Head to parkscasino.com to buy tickets. You must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Please call 1-800-GAMBLER. A lot changes in sports in 5 years. Think about all the players that come and go. You know what can't change? Your price guarantee from Xfinity right now. What if you can have that reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And what if you could keep it at that same price for 5 whole years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. It makes everything in your home work together. My house runs seamlessly on it. And it finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. All your devices working in perfect harmony. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me, a lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, players come and go, but the price of your internet and home Wi-Fi doesn't have to change. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only, restrictions apply. Jamie Lynch and Violations Greg here with you. Apparently, I guess I'm a little wrong because the chat has got their daggers out.
We got
AJ.
Fit Dad CEO with a $20 super chat.
Fit Dad.
Arthur.
He was texting me yesterday about my Cracklin' Oat brand.
Yeah, terrible.
I just need somebody in the chat to try it.
Horrible.
Nobody's even tried it.
Anyway, his $20 super chat for Fit Dad CEO is Arthur Juan is Clarence from 8 Mile. Nerd.
You went to a private school. Thank you, Fit Dad. Appreciate that.
Peter Tom Willis comes in with, I get why AJ wanted to leave. I don't hate him. I root for him. AJ helped win us a Lombardi. Fit Dad response, nobody's looking for your positivity right now, Peter.
I mean, I do think there's a refreshed air to the Eagles this year.
Oh, it's a light.
Everybody seems pumped that he's gone.
You know, two guys don't get along, and one guy is a little more vocal about his extreme dislike of another guy, and that guy's going to add. The guy who is disliked is not going to be able to be himself.
That being said, the OC last year was a joke.
The what? OC?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think like AJ was justified in calling out the offense because it was cheeks last year.
It didn't start last year, though.
Well,
they had tension the year before.
Got worse.
Yeah, it got worse, but they had tension the year
won
before.
The year
still
before.
Had tension. Yeah.
Yeah, but they won, so who cares?
Yeah.
That's the greatest cologne in the world is marching down Broad Street.
Sure, but I think it would have been
But then it got worse. What's his name? Patullo? Kevin Patullo. Where did he end up?
He's probably somewhere.
Indy? Where did he go?
He's in that circle.
He's out of sight, Adam.
Morty Duke says Cracklin' Oat brand is pretty good, but he didn't know they still made it.
Yeah, they do. You just got to look for it. You got to let it soak once it gets to its saturation point.
Oh,
it's good.
Soaky Oats.
Maybe we'll ask Bo Wulf his top 5 cereals.
Doesn't it get soggy, though?
Yeah, but that's when it's good.
Bo's probably just a regular cornflakes.
He does
Special
seem like
K.
he seems like a Special K is good. See, I wasn't allowed.
Kids are not giving him out
as a
sugar
kid.
cereal. He lives in Queen Village.
You know what's another great one? Crispix.
No, stop. Just stop.
So VG and I are ranking our top 5 TV shows.
Patullo's in Miami, Patio Furniture 5 says.
Who?
Patullo's in Miami.
Yes, I just looked that up. He's the passing game coordinator in Miami.
Good luck.
Yeah, have fun with that. And Corey and I today, VG, are ranking our top 5 Phillies since 2007.
2007. That's a weird delineation line.
Well, I didn't want to include Steve Carlton, Pete Rose, Mike Schmidt.
They all played up till like 2006?
No, but I want the Phillies stunk for decades upon decades. This is the new era.
Are they all from the 2018?
No.
No? Well, one isn't. Bryce and a bunch of 2008s.
Bryce and maybe somebody else. Non-pitchers. Position players. Yeah, so we're doing that. It's rank week here today. Did you get a glimpse at yesterday's ranks of the best quarterbacks of all time?
I did not.
All right, so who would you guess comes in at number one?
Tom Brady.
Of course. Tom Brady comes in number one, and this was not us as a staff telling people who the greatest quarterbacks of all time was. This was nearly 760.
Any super old heads on it?
Define
like
old head.
60s and 50s?
No.
No Johnny Unitas?
No. Come on. Right. Johnny Unitas, get out of here.
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana comes in at number two. Tom Brady won the number one spot pretty handedly. Joe Montana comes in at number two. Just squeaked out somebody for number three.
John Elway?
No, John Elway comes in at number five, which he was getting some guff.
I would think. Dan Marino on that list?
Dan Marino, the PHLY diehards voted fifth ahead of John Elway. So PHLY clearly knows ball.
Yeah, clearly.
Or the diehards know ball.
Aaron Rodgers?
No, not.
Oh, that's hate.
Five.
He was awesome. I mean, I know he's
Super
wacky
Bowl
now, but he's pretty awesome.
I hate that guy. You see, he funded his town's flock cameras.
No, did he?
Yeah, like what a creep. He paid.
He's the guy who's anti-government overreach.
Yes, and you're gonna pay for your new town's flock cameras, which are the creepiest things in the world. Aaron Rodgers, pound stand. I'm kind of a little angry today.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning comes in at number three.
So we got
3 points behind Joe Montana for number two, and you're missing number four.
He's only won one, right? Peyton? No, he won two.
He won two.
Right.
One in Indy, one
in
Denver.
What am I missing? Number five?
Neck was hanging off. Number four.
Troy Aikman.
Him and Terry Bradshaw have the worst stats of any quarterback in Canton, Ohio. No, it's not Troy.
Ernie Kosar. Who is it? Give it to me.
Kermit. Patrick Mahomes.
Oh. Overrated.
What?
He's not top five yet of all time.
Yes, he is. Dude, he went to the AFC or Super Bowl for like 8 straight seasons. Yeah. AFC Championship or Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You think Patrick Mahomes is overrated?
He's like 7th. I hate that guy.
You see, you're biased.
I am biased.
You're letting your hatred get in the way of your quarterback.
Of course.
Patrick Mahomes is incredible.
Okay. Terry Bradshaw's got 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, and his stat, he threw for 112 yards a game.
Who just won?
All right. Well, you're annoying me. Let's go check with a real football guy. Now I get Anthony's like annoyance saying Patrick Mahomes is overrated.
The system quarterback.
All right, well, let's go inside the nest, presented by Rita's.
Our man on the ground, he's solid and sound. He's on the hunt for Eagles news. Handsome and astounds, clever and profound. We're talking Eagles with Bo Wulf.
And Bo Wulf joins us for Inside the Nest. I promised the girls a Shirley Temple water ice, so I got to get there this week because it's a limited time flavor. Yeah, so I got to get over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he is. Enemy territory.
Great lighting, half the face in the shadow.
Looks great. At the House of Cheating, Gillette Stadium up in Foxborough. Hello, Bo.
How we doing? It's
doing
all right. From the lighthouse. Yeah, big, important day here at Gillette Stadium. Eagles.
Before we get to the ins and outs of joint practice today, Bo, VG and I were just discussing the rank week quarterback rankings that came out yesterday. VG took umbrance with Patrick Mahomes being in the top 5. Just tell him he's wrong.
Hold on. My AirPods have dropped. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Here's my distinction. This is every time we have one of these debates. There's a difference between best and greatest. So I think that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback who has ever lived. Just by like evolution, he plays the game at a higher level than anyone who's ever played it before. but Tom Brady's accomplishments, he's the greater quarterback. You know what I mean? LeBron is the best basketball player who has ever lived. Michael Jordan is the greatest. You're comparing him to his peers, the accomplishments, all that stuff. So I do think on a list like this, I think Mahomes deserves to be on the list.
Yeah, he comes in at number 4. Tom Brady wins it at number 1. I think that's more than fair.
As a great Ed Wright in the chat says, Mahomes was outplayed twice by Jalen Hurts in 2 Super Bowls.
Those are facts.
Yeah, that's fine.
But Jalen Hurts fumbled a ball off his knee that cost him the title.
Same.
Other than that, he was near perfect.
Yeah, I like Jalen Hurts too. But, you know, Peyton Manning barely deserved to win his second Super Bowl. He was terrible with the Broncos.
His neck was hanging off of his body. I can't believe he even got through that game.
Exactly.
So, Bo, today, joint practice. Practice gets underway around 10:20 this morning. Forget the A.J. Brown drama and circus that's going to ensue today. What are the things you're looking forward to watching today? I really want to see how this Sean Mannion offense looks versus a Patriots defense that should be, you know, a top half of the league defense.
I think that is the most interesting thing to me. Aside from AJ, which I do think is interesting, and you know, is there any kind of chicanery between him and Quinyon, who have had some good battles in the past? You know, what level, what degree is he like mixing with the Eagles? But the most important thing is how the offense looks. I would imagine we're going to see a little bit of Devontae today. You know, he was a limited participant on Monday. I don't know how much he'll work in today, but it would be nice to see him. And coming off a preseason debut where the offense did not look good, accepting that we shouldn't really care about that and it was just the backups, it's kind of refocusing, okay, this is the most important work that the starters are going to get all preseason long. How do they look against a defense that has good players at every level? You know, can the likes of Tay Wicks and Darius Cooper and Hollywood Brown and Elijah Moore, can they do anything against Christian Gonzalez? Can this offensive line and this new running scheme pop Saquon Barkley for some big runs? How does Jalen look? Is he throwing the ball over the middle of the field? I think that Jalen has had a really good summer by my eyes. Let's see how he looks against a different team.
Bo, in this kind of a situation with the new offense, how much more will we see than what we saw last week as far as scheme and plays?
Oh, you will see much more in this setting than you would in a game where they're putting it on tape for the whole league to see. You know, this is only for the Patriots and Eagles to have on tape. You're not going to see everything.
Are they not allowed to share the tape?
No,
Oh,
absolutely not.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, you'd be kicked out of the league. Now, I wouldn't put it past the Patriots of all teams, but
Sure.
No, everybody trusts the Patriots with film, Bo.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you're a veteran of these joint practices. Like, if you're giving me a turkey chart here of how much Jalen Hurts is going to be focused or featured in these practices, is he 60 turkeys? Is he 70? Is this primarily the ones with just a smattering of the backups? How does it kind of play out here?
Yeah, this is the most extensive work that the ones will get all summer long. It will be ones and twos almost exclusively, except for one-on-one periods and probably a period at the very end of practice when they let the threes and the developmental guys go. But those guys are going to play in the game on Saturday. So these 2 days are about getting real reps for the ones and twos and the ones especially. So yes, this is the most that we will see from Jalen probably all summer long.
And Bo, yesterday I was talking to Fran Duffy about the wide receiver depth on this team. Slightly concerned about Mekhi Lemon being so far behind the 8 ball and how much they were leaning on him. Dontavian Wicks, according to you and EJ, has had peaks and valleys throughout camp, times where he looks great, times where he disappears. And then Darius Cooper and his opportunity he might have early in the season to kind of steal some balls or some playing time. How do you see this wide receiver group so far through camp?
Yeah, I actually think that it's deeper than they've had in a very long time. I think the wide receivers on the team are better 3 through 7 than they've been in a very long time. But that doesn't matter if 1 and 2 aren't good enough. And so I think it's fair to be a little bit worried about Mekhi Lemon and the fact that he has a recurring hamstring injury. If it was just, you know, the first time like it is with Devontae, that would be a different story. But this is a guy who, like, what makes him special is his precision, and it's hard to be fully precise when you're not comfortable in the offense. So I don't think it affects how I feel about Mekhi Lemon long term.
Sure.
But in terms of like, is he going to be ready to go in September? I think it's probably fair to expect some kind of growing pains.
Do you expect to see? I mean, everyone's waiting to see the reports. Do you expect to see a lot of Willie Lampkin this joint practice?
Well, everybody loves Willie Lampkin. What's not to love? Yeah,
right.
You know, the twos will get a lot of work here. I don't know how much we will see ones versus ones here, or if it will be mostly ones versus twos. But I expect we will see a lot of Willie Lampkin at both guard and center.
What do you expect to see out of safety, too? Last game, the middle looked a little weak. I know the starters weren't out there, but what do you expect to see as safety?
So I think that Marcus Epps is going to be the starting safety, but Michael Carter has come on a little bit. Now, Epps was one of the, like, he didn't dress in the preseason game. You know, Jahad Campbell was the only projected starter who dressed. So I think that tells you a little bit about the state of that competition because Michael Carter did have to play. Michael Carter had an interception of Jalen on Monday's practice, playing safety. But I think that Marcus Epps has a relatively comfortable lead there.
We were talking yesterday to Fran, and with the issue of, you know, Devin Witherspoon resetting the cornerback market and Quignon's future and Cooper's future, he said he expects maybe to see a little bit more base defense this year in terms of like trends with the league and maybe slightly trying to devalue Cooper some. Do you expect to see Cooper? I think what were they, like 7% of the time in base defense last year? Do you expect to see Cooper at safety more than maybe we kind of think this year?
I don't think it's going to be a crazy amount. I mean, you know, Vic has played the highest percentage of nickel of any defense in the league over the past 2 seasons. I think you will see an uptick in that. And it is true that most of the league is heading a little bit more towards 12 and 13 personnel, and that's going to keep the Eagles in base. But I also think opposing teams are going to know that probably getting them in nickel is better than getting them in base. You would rather have Marcus Epps on the field, right, than Ojimo as a fifth defensive lineman. So I think we can probably overstate that a little bit. But I do think that, I mean, there's no doubt that when they are in base, you will see Cooper DeJean at safety. And I don't think that really hurts his value on the open market, though.
Bo, I think their defensive line clearly should be pretty damn good this year. I am starting to get a little worried about Jonathan Grenard, that perhaps that injury was a little worse than they let on. One, do we have any updates on that? And two, any sense of like how hard it is to pick up this Vic system for a vet of Grenard's stature? So, first of all, no update other than to say that, you know, he has not been working out on the field to our eyes at any point. It is possible that he starts the season on PUP. I think it's a little bit unlikely. I would bet against that. Now, in terms of, you know, adjusting to the scheme, you would think that defensive end is the position where you need that a little bit less. You know, this is a veteran, go get the quarterback. But Vic cares about that stuff. I think it's fair to say that, you know, a month ago, we would have said, okay, Jonathan Grenard is going to be the top edge rusher. He's going to get the most snaps. I think in September, you know, he might be getting the third most amount of snaps or the second most amount of snaps. And it's also fair to say, how is this going to affect him as a player? You know, last year, he dealt with injuries and only had 4 sacks or whatever it was after having 12 and 12 and a half 2 seasons before. It's not ideal. Let's see if he can, you know, let's see if he can make it not a big deal.
Yeah, Bo, do you expect the defensive line to kind of dominate these joint practices? The Patriots a little thin, has some injuries, brought in Greg Van Roten to try and give them some depth. So it feels like we should get reports that Jalyx and Jalen Carter should be feasting this week.
Yeah, I really want to focus on Jalyx against Will Campbell, their left tackle, who struggled a little bit last year as a tackle. Jalyx has had a really good summer. He's gotten, you know, the better of Jordan Mailata quite a few times. I think it would be nice to see him kind of dominating at the line of scrimmage in this setting.
Yeah, Jalyx Hunt's got those condor length arms versus Will Campbell's T-Rex arms. Yeah, advantage Hunt. That's right. Yeah, it should be fun. And then, you know, I am always excited to see if Jalen Carter can just kind of wreck a practice.
Yeah.
We were, you know, it was fun. We saw the Eagles coming in off the bus from the stadium here, watched them walking in. And when you see Jalen Carter walk by, he's so relaxed, it feels like. But when you see him on the field, it's like the flip of a switch, the snap of a finger. Is he ready to just explode? He's just such a fun player to watch.
A couple more for you, Bo. D end. Grenard, I'm a little worried about, but Jalyx Hunt is having a great camp, and Nolan Smith seems to be the guy that almost gets forgotten about a little bit, and how dominant he was in that playoff Super Bowl run for the Birds. If you had to buy stock this year on the better D end, would you bet on Nolan Smith or Jalyx Hunt emerging of those two?
Yeah, my money there is on Jalyx. He's been better this summer. He was better last season. I think he can do a little bit more. And I think there is a little bit less injury concern with him. Nolan has not had a great camp, but he's looked better over the past week or so. He was pretty quiet for a little bit, but he had a good rep against Lane Johnson at Monday's practice. He's a tough player because his game is so dependent on violence and physicality. But the question is whether his body can hold up to that violence. So you kind of don't want him to have to be an every down player. You want him to be able to be kind of your third edge rusher. But I think that, if he can be what he was in that Super Bowl run, as you talk about, then, obviously the Eagles are in very good shape.
All right, a couple more. How did Lindsey survive the ride up yesterday with you going barefoot?
We had a great time. I know it wasn't, I was driving in sandals, but when my foot's on the pedal.
You had sandals on. I was watching the show. It sounded
walking around barefoot.
It sounded barefoot. All right. That's a little
better. Foot on the pedal is a barefoot on the pedal. We had a great time. Easy ride. No traffic. Good conversation.
What do you guys listen to?
Yeah. What's on the show? You listen to podcasts?
We pretty much talked the whole time.
You just running by some Osprey material, working some stuff out in the whole car ride?
Talking about, Osprey to-do list.
Yeah.
VG gossip, all that stuff.
Sure.
Bo, great opportunity to remind people 1 week from today is E.J. Smith's birthday. Also the Ospreys.
Nice.
So please get your tickets. They're available at allphly.com. And some special guests will be joining us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And always.
Yeah, I see one of them right in front of me.
Oh, yeah? Who do we got? Who was that?
See him?
Oh, is that Shiel? Hey, Shiel.
Bo, before you leave, Bo, we all
Zach. Zach.
ZB. Before you leave, we're all waiting for the first fight report. Will the Eagles defense or offense be on the field when the first fight happens?
Good. Well, they'll be on the field at the same time. So how it works is there's multiple fields going on at once. But in terms of who gets in a fight first,
yes,
I think my bet is on the Eagles defense.
Nice.
And did you and EJ divvy up duties and responsibilities today? And are you happy with your assignments?
Yes, he's going to be. So he is up on the Patriots field at the moment. He's going to have eyes on A.J. Brown. I'm down here with the Eagles now. And then when it gets to split field situation, he's going to take Patriots offense, Eagles defense. I'm going to take Eagles offense, Patriots defense.
Fantastic. Make sure everybody's following along. PHLY_Eagles to get the latest from up there. And Bo, it's rank
Joe, at 3 o'clock today.
3 o'clock today. All right. There it is. A little time change there. Last one for you. Me and VG ranked our top cereals of all time yesterday, and I got some guff for mine. I want to know, what is Bo Wulf's top 3 cereals of all time?
Now, this is an important distinction. Are we talking like everyday usage or kind of treat yourself?
All time. Well,
cereal?
Here he goes. We're talking not the greatest, but the best.
Yeah, but are we saying like, if I could only have one cereal for the rest of my life, what would it be? Or if I have like
oh my God,
I'm about to die last meal. Like Honey Nut Cheerios is a utilitarian.
I had that number 2. I had it number 2.
You're never going to be disappointed. You're not going to feel terrible about yourself. But I would rather have a bowl of like Frosted Mini Wheats. You know what I mean?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, with the 3 cereals you'd rather have.
I haven't had it in a very long time, but growing up, my favorite was Cap'n Crunch.
Okay.
Rips your mouth apart, though.
Peanut butter,
it rips your mouth apart, but isn't that it's a fun sadism? It's worth it.
True.
I think frosted mini wheats is probably my top. But I would put honey nut Cheerios in there. You know what's very good. This is a new addition to the game. I don't know if you guys have tried this. It is it's a Cheerios brand. It's like Cheerios honey nut, but with like oats and honey. It's a slightly different crunch situation than a regular.
I knew
nut
he'd
Cheerios.
like old man cereal.
And those are really, really good.
I knew it.
So in my top 5, the ones I got guff for, Bo, was honey bunches of oats I had in there, which kind of sounds like Cheerios mixed with that a little bit. And then the number 1 spot, Cracklin' Oat Bran. Phenomenal.
What?
Yes. Thank you, Bo. That's number 1.
Number 1?
Number
What are you,
1.
85 years old?
I got to keep those bowels running, you know?
Wait, you couldn't get grape nuts in there?
I was never a grape nuts guy. No.
Oh, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
you know what? I'm with the guff.
Yeah. On that note, we'll let you go. Thanks for joining us Inside the Nest today, presented by Rita's. Have a great practice, and we'll be tuned in at 3 o'clock today.
Thanks, guys. Here we go. There's Lane Johnson and Vic Fangio over there.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Have a great day there, Bo. There he is, Bo Wulf.
A little sidebar in the chat about driving with sandals.
I mean, I wear sandals from November through
You drive with sandals?
Yeah. How do you think I get here? You think I take shoes off?
Or have
What's wrong with driving with
you have your
sandals?
special driver shoes. That
Don't
you
they
put on.
can't they like flop off and get stuck? And
No.
they do not seem like proper driving a foot attire.
No, have you ever walked in flip-flops?
Yeah, I don't
Not
drive
slides.
You don't drive in sandals of any kind.
Have you ever worn sandals?
I mean, if I rarely. I mean, if I'm in the sauna, I'll wear sandals, or if I'm in a public shower, yeah.
You're a slides
How
guy.
often are you in
guy.
a public shower?
Yeah, at the gym or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put slides on.
I never
I don't want no
showered at the gym.
planner's warts.
I never once showered at the gym if I don't have to.
No, but you have. You played.
Yeah, well,
you played high school
I
sports.
played high school and college sports, so I did
Because
that.
we always had a kid who didn't. You ever have one of those?
But
kids?
after practice, I'm not showering at the gym. I'll just take my sweaty ass home and
Well,
go
depends
shower
if I'm
there.
on my way to work.
Yeah, but nah. For that reason, I'm not.
But I
Well, I
won't
haven't been to
try.
the gym in a long time
Yeah,
anyway.
handsome man says driving in sandals illegal.
No.
Yes.
No. What are you
Yes.
guys nuts? Has anybody ever worn flip flops?
Cody says it's illegal to drive in sandals in Brazil. They're smart in Brazil.
Yeah. Can we fact check that, Tony? Oh, there's some condensation dripping.
Flip flops are driving.
Yeah, what's
it's-
wrong with that?
Yeah, no.
You guys don't even know how to walk in flip flops. This is crazy.
Big fart sandals are gross.
All right, on the other side, we got VG's Nugs to get to. Then we'll catch up with Mike Sielski. Still a lot to get to today. And don't forget, the Dodgers are frauds and ruining the game. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Hey, if you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade your home, this is it. Ashley's Labor Day sale is happening right now with some of the lowest prices of the season. You'll find hot buys for every room starting at just $4.99, plus find savings up to $1,000 store-wide, and with 0% interest for 60 months, and buy now, pay later financing. How about that? It's never been easier to bring your home the furniture you've been eyeing. Don't wait. Shop Ashley's Labor Day sale in-store or online, or take advantage of these incredible savings while they last. For the past 30 years, Golden Nugget Jewelers has operated out of the very same location in the heart of Philadelphia. Customers from across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, even Baltimore, New York City have come to Golden Nugget Jewelers to find that perfect engagement ring, wedding band, or gift. Their staff is highly trained and dedicated to providing a personalized experience. I've gone there a couple of times. I had to replace a diamond in a ring. I had to get a necklace. They're not pushy. The staff is super informative. It's just a great shopping experience. They have a vast selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, along with high-end watches, fashion jewelry, sparkling diamond necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and everything else you could think of. You receive a final cleaning and written appraisal with every engagement ring purchase. And Golden Nugget Jewelers, they're family-owned. They've been operating since 1987, right there on Chestnut Street at 8th in downtown Philadelphia. You deserve an expert, and you deserve the best price. Golden Nugget Jeweler, where Philly gets engaged. Visit goldennuggetjewelry.com. Hey, if you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade your home, this is it. Ashley's Labor Day sale is happening right now with some of the lowest prices of the season. You'll find hot buys for every room starting at just $4.99, plus find savings up to $1,000 store-wide, and with 0% interest for 60 months, and buy now, pay later financing. How about that? It's never been easier to bring your home the furniture you've been eyeing. Don't wait. Shop Ashley's Labor Day sale in-store or online, or take advantage of these incredible savings while they last.
Uncle Frank would absolutely have my back with driving in sandals. That I know.
Just to update you, Spain and areas of Japan and France, wearing flip-flops or sandals while driving, fines of $200.
That's ridiculous.
Because they're not safe. They get stuck.
No, they
fall off.
don't.
They slide.
They don't. This is why you go with the thong flip-flops,
No,
not the
thong's
slides.
always fine. Like
It's
if
not
you
moving
if you were
around at
telling
all.
me you had like the Jesus flip-flops with the straps all over the place.
No.
Sure, but you're wearing the thongs.
Yeah.
No.
You want to see?
No. No.
Right now.
Gross.
Yep. Just get that right in there. That thong wedge right between those toes. I walked 46 miles in Ireland in flip-flops. In 7 days, I tracked it. Because I packed shoes, and we did the same thing in Nova Scotia. I packed a pair of sneakers in case we ever did like a hike or something. I didn't unpack them once.
Ugh.
Ireland, 46 miles on the...
Poor heels.
I drove 760 miles in Ireland
Do your
in flip-flops.
feet hurt?
Uh,
It's the way you pound, the way you walk in them. It's
No.
got to be crushing your heels.
No, my feet are fine.
Like you're aware when you walk out here, the whole floor shakes.
Well, I'm a 200.
Am I lying, Julie?
I'm a 255-pound man.
Yeah, but when you're in regular shoes, it doesn't shake. When you're in the flops, it's like boom, 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 boom.
Good. People know I'm here.
Yeah.
What's up? All right, let's get to.
Oh, Stevie G. Hey, VG, my high school English teacher got in a car crash while wearing sandals and lost a toe.
Did we ever think that that person was just a bad driver?
No.
I'm an excellent driver.
The bottom of Jamie's feet resemble reptiles.
No way. I take not a pumice stone, but I have like this cheese grater. I take good care.
Oh,
of my
you're
feet.
like that? You and Johnny Marks do that.
Yeah, I take the dead skin.
Dead
off.
skin your feet.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
appreciate you, Julie,
Because I get the
doing that,
hot
Julia. The football guys don't. They
They should.
skin their
I have to have my
heels.
feet out of the sheets and comforter 365 days a year. So I get the hot feet. So I take the dead skin off to keep the feet cool.
Dead skin off to keep the feet cool.
Yeah, dude, I sit down on the shower floor and I basically grate the bottom of my
You
feet.
sit on the shower floor.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll do like the lean over, but then it's like literally like a cheese grater, and I just go to town on the bottom.
Where
of my
does
feet.
this cheese grater hang out?
In the
when you're
shower.
Not using. It just hangs in the shower.
Yeah, it's got a dedicated like
So
space.
Addie's got to see this.
I think she uses it too.
I'm sure.
Potentially.
Yeah, it's
You
very
share
it's very
a foot
common.
cheese
Or
grater?
like a pumice stone. Yeah,
You share it?
Yeah, it's like a.
I don't want the pagans.
And
dead
then I
skin
wash my
cells all
feet
over
after
my
all the
wrist.
dead skin's gone, and feet feel great.
and you wash off the tool.
Yeah, you washed it off. Anthony would love this conversation.
Big Farts. Grow men should never wear thong flip flops. Thank you, Big Farts.
Just get out of here. You guys don't know ball. Let's get to VG's Nugs.
BG's Nugs. Nugs. It's the time for BG's Nugs. BG's Nugs. Nugs.
From foot cheese
Brought to you by Golden Nugget Jewelers, right there in Jewelers Row.
to brain farts. Here's
I'm
Julio
full- I'm full of
Rodriguez.
both of them.
Last night, his team's up. What are they up at this point? 20, 19. And
This is bad.
He's lost interest.
I mean, I would too. I get it. Human nature. You're down. The most lopsided shutout victory in Major League Baseball history, 22-0. And by the way, it was the majority of it was like bottom of the order.
It might
for
have
the
been
Brewers
20 nothing
at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
But a free run for the Brewers.
Yeah, it never
because
hurts.
Julio Rodriguez just absolutely forgets.
Checks out.
Shutout margin of victory.
Position player.
20-0 as Jalyx
Makes the catch.
Hey,
Throws it
two
into
outs.
the stands.
Ooh, there you go.
It's only the second out of the
Brewers are
inning
like,
there.
what?
Julio.
Yeah, let's just keep running. Scratching his head is the greatest. They all scratching their head.
I mean, if you're the manager, you can't even really come down on him too hard there.
No, not
because
at
it's
that
like,
point.
I get it, dude. The game was over.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
cared.
yeah.
If that was a 5-4 game and you
Oh,
do that,
my God.
you're getting benched next game, down 20-0. Yeah, take a seat.
It'd be
Julio.
great if someone threw it back.
Henry Rowan Gardner chucks it at the home plate.
So we're going to keep going with a theme because I think this is a great fart idea. I think it's kindergarten, and this woman in her classroom has a fart corner.
Ooh.
And it's something this studio and every place of business should have.
I mean, isn't a fart corner the bathroom?
No.
This is our fart corner. If you need to fart, simply come over here, fart, take about 10 seconds, get your little spray going on, go sit down. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody cares. Nobody's worried about it. This is our...
Great idea.
I mean,
Great idea.
yeah, but who wants to broadcast that they're farting?
Oh, dude, if I was in my neighborhood where I went to school, if you're 6 years old, you're like, yo, I'm going to far corner. You just be ripping crazy farts in the
I need
far
one of them
corner.
at my house. For
In the
doing
far
it.
corner of your house. Yes.
It's usually the kitchen. I'm like,
Yes.
go
Yes.
away.
I love that. Wait 10 seconds. Let it
Spray.
dissipate out of your garments and then
I mean,
spray it down.
it's good to not shame farts because everybody farts, but like, come on, like you don't need just
gotta have a fart corner.
But
No.
what if they don't smell? You can just let it rip and not let everybody
You don't know.
You
What
can't
if you
take
don't
that
know if it's
chance.
going to smell or not? You
that
can't take
chance.
it. Yeah.
This is the guy who takes that chance.
You got to put a test balloon out there and see.
No.
Test balloons.
And then if it blows up in your face,
Because then if you're trying to teach, everyone's like, oh, what's that smell?
Yeah.
which is hilarious. Some of the funniest moments in classroom
no.
life.
We're doing business at school. Get in the corner, do your fart.
No,
spray,
just ask to
spray.
go to the bathroom and
Yeah.
fart in the hallway.
It can't be. Then you got kids run. How often kids fart? They're all running out in the hallway. They'll never be in class. You go to the corner, you fart. That's it.
Battle farts, Rich says.
Battle fart.
Yeah, get a classroom of battle farts going.
We used to do it at North Catholic. We would study hall. Our seats were like really hard wood, and man, people would just like clamp down and just try and
make it the loudest
echo
fart
throughout the auditorium.
In high school, once or twice, I put a stink bomb under people's desk chair. So when
Oh,
they sat
man.
down, that was,
Oh,
that was pretty
man.
good. And those things are awful.
All right, there was a robbery last night. Tatis with an awesome catch. It's the greatest, coolest.
This wasn't good for the Phillies,
home
but
run robbery ever.
this was a hell of a play. Morty Duke says I had a fart jar. I saw a great Instagram video the other day. Some old guy in his like 80s farting in a plastic bag and giving it to his son and asking him.
Someone does it. Someone puts stink. It's a whole TikTok thing. They put like stink fart spray in a candle and seal it. And then they ask like someone working at like AC Moore, hey, my girlfriend, I don't know what candle. And they're just like, oh, they're like, don't buy this one. Don't buy this one. Yes.
Patio furniture. Yes, I'm also in my 40s and farts will never not be funny.
Yeah,
so
course.
I hear you.
All right, this robbery, and it's after the robbery that makes it super cool.
This is a grand slam.
He robbed it, hoses, and if you didn't know, he popped the ball out. The dramatic weight. Does he have it? Does he have it?
So Fernando Tatis started the year
Yeah, he's up.
since he is absolutely on a tear.
He just stands there. No one knows. And he's like, yep, I got it.
Yeah. He's good for the game, so like I'm happy he's not terrible anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a hell of a robbery.
For our,
We did want the Mets to win, though.
yeah, but you know,
I guess we'll
I'll take
we'll
the good nug over a Mets win.
Yeah.
If you're a music fan, especially my age, maybe a couple generations younger, you probably maybe had Columbia House where you got like.
Oh yeah, I
11
loved Columbia House
Well,
Day.
newsflash: after 71 years, Columbia House is shutting down for good.
I never understood their business model.
How are they still open?
They had to be scamming somebody.
How are they? No,
If you recognize the phrase 8 CDs for a penny, I have generational news for you
Oh,
tonight.
boy.
After 71 years and a transition from vinyl to tapes to CD, Columbia House is no more. They once had 16 million members, but streaming killed the mail order star. Last day for
I'm
orders,
shocked this isn't 20 years
September
old.
15th.
exactly. How is it still going on?
I mean, my dad used to give me, it was the greatest. He'd be like, here's like the punch card or stickers.
Yeah.
I forget how you did it.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, pick 10 CDs. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, it's only like $5. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
But you had to agree
it'd
to
be
buy
awesome.
like two more.
Yeah,
but they
like
were
a
like
normal price.
$27.
Yeah.
Oh, they were jacked up. But then you would get, they'd give you the mailer every month. And if you didn't mail the mailer back within a certain time period, you automatically agreed to buy the
so
week.
they just
So
kept you on
I always got in trouble. My dad would be like, what are all these? We'd owe like $240. All these monthly things would keep coming in. So I
was
think that's
great,
how,
though.
yeah. And then the story,
R.I.P. Columbia.
none of us can get enough of this Penn State cocaine ring,
Oh,
where they're dubbing
wild.
the kingpin
14 kids, I think.
Pablo Escobar. Which is one of the greatest names. I saw someone last night say, this puts a whole new meaning on the Penn State whiteout game.
We are.
There he is.
So, like, I'm shocked this kid never got jumped for his money. This isn't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes. So I got
Pittsburgh and New York.
talking to my buddy from Pittsburgh, and he says, "Hey, did you see this Penn State ring?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You see the one with the dad and the son involved?"
So apparently the dad's getting charged because he bought the kid a safe.
Yeah,
And he's a Pittsburgh area lawyer.
My buddy coached the kid whose dad coached the kid in soccer.
No way.
And he's like, the dad's like the nicest dude in the world. You would never expect this. He's like, they're the nicest family. This is what always happens, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
of
the
course.
nicest kid.
Yeah.
Quiet kid, nice kid. But he's like, the dad, you would never think this guy was helping his son run a cocaine ring.
That's wild. I saw a couple other nicknames for the kid. One was Blowpaw.
Blowpaw. Oh.
In honor of Joe Pa. And somebody in the chat just said Snow Paterno.
Snow Paterno is great.
Uncle Frank's in the house.
Uncle Frank.
Yeah, that is a wild story. We are. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
And I saw one where he was also loan sharking too, because he lent one of his frat brothers like $1,500 to go on spring break. The kid couldn't pay him back, so he basically forced him into labor for like $10,000 worth of work for the $1,500 repayment.
What?
And made him sell like bags. Yeah, it's like a wild
Oh,
story.
man. Someone's got from Penn State to the state pen. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. All right, I got one for you, VG, and then
Yeah.
Mike Sielski's here. I saw this picture yesterday, and I couldn't help but just chortle immediately. Danny DeVito, one of the great Americans, stopped by the Up in Smoke podcast tour, and you think Willie Lampkin and Markel Bell is a funny picture. Look at that picture of Danny DeVito standing next to Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
God.
And they're not even like exceptionally large NBA players. They're like average NBA height. Not even in frame, their heads.
Oh, my God.
He goes up to their belly buttons.
That's outrageous. Put him on the couch. Let him stand up on the couch, man.
I love Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
All right, those are some good nugs today. Thank you there, VG. All right, let's go to the Xfinity mobile call-in line and talk to Mike Sielski.
Here comes Mike Sielski.
Michael, how are we today?
Jamie, VG, good to be with you. Good to see you guys. Hope your summer is coming to a good close here as school approaches.
Mike, my wife is a high school teacher in the city, and she started back at
En
work on
nombre de
Monday.
Padre y Espíritu. There you go.
I don't understand why there isn't universal school years. Get everybody on the same page. Calendar or Catholic, private, public. Just do Memorial Day to Labor Day. Why does everybody have to have a different school start to the year? It makes no sense, and it makes parents' lives miserable.
Not only that, I don't understand. I have relatives who live in suburban Atlanta, and their kids are already back at school.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how hot it is in suburban Atlanta in mid to late August, and those kids are back at school? Like, think of the money you could save just in air conditioning by not having them go back just yet. I don't get it.
And
I don't get
kids
anything about it.
deserve a full summer. June, July, and August. Give them 3 months. Like, teachers need it. Kids need it. Parents are ready to send them back to school in September.
I agree. Less school time is good. We need to fall behind the other competing countries around the world.
And as Mike, as you say, as you're enjoying as the summer wind downs, I beg to disagree. This is where us dinks, this is where the summer just begins. School is back in September, so we got a couple weeks of September of summer. The next 3 weeks are glorious for us at the beach, going to Europe. It's fantastic. So we're just getting into our groove.
VG, I have to say, my favorite time, I'm going down the shore tomorrow. I'm going to Sea Isle for a few days with my family. But my favorite time to go down is like a weekend in mid to late September, if I can do it. For the very reason that you just said. Like, most of the families have kind of cleared out. Everything's still open, but kind of quiet.
Yep.
You know, it's great.
In North Wildwood, it's basically adult weekend. The Irish weekend in North Wildwood is off the rails.
I thought every weekend in North Wildwood was adult weekend.
Mike, VG was reading me some of your story this morning. Eagles Patriots joint practice, and make sure you're reading Mike at the Inquirer.
Let me read it a little bit because I think your closing paragraph is great. Whereas more intrigue, more drama, more kind of two-man enter, one-man leave. There can only be one Highlander. The winner gets a free copy of Pat McAfee's new country rock rap grievance album, and the satisfaction of knowing the other guy was the true source of the problems in the Eagles passing game. So good.
I love this stuff, guys. I do. I kind of wish I was up in Foxborough to be part of this. I'm jealous of all the writers and media people who are there, because I just shake my head at how worked up we get at this time of year over stuff like this, or like the Jalen Hurts, Quinyon Mitchell video tweet last week, which was maybe the most ridiculous thing I've ever encountered in more than 20 years of covering the Eagles, that people got outraged over that, or, we're trying to read into that. And so it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun over the next couple of days. We heard Mike Vrabel this morning talking about A.J. It's good to know that he's going to be holding his hand throughout his.
How was Vrabel's off season?
I ripped Nick Sirianni once for bringing his kids to post-game press conferences. I can't even imagine what I'd write about Mike Vrabel and his family life.
Yeah, bringing a puppy to the podium in the one press conference. Like,
yeah,
geez.
Right.
Pulling out all the stops. But, Mike, I said it earlier, and our chat lit up immediately with A.J. Brown hatred. For the most part, I feel like I'm somewhat shocked how little Eagles fans care about the divorce and this split. And I don't really care about A.J. Brown and the Eagles anymore. He won here. I thank him for his service. He was a great Eagle for 4 or 5 years. Kind of sank last year a little bit. Sayonara, see you later. I carry no ill will or resentment towards him.
I think that's exactly the right way to look at it, Jamie. I give you credit for looking at it that way. I'm not sure how many people look at it that way. I do feel like Philadelphians have that streak in them where it's not enough that my team and my athletes must succeed. The other guys must fail. And I do feel like there's a streak of, boy, I hope AJ drops the ball a lot and complains about Drake May and is seen on the sideline reading the TB12 method. Because I think Philadelphians, you guys know this, we don't like it when people say no to us. And that's basically what AJ did. He sized everything up and he said, I don't want to be in Philadelphia. And sports fans here and people in general take that very personally. So, yeah, I think you're right. I think there is an element of, look, he was great while he was here. He helped us win a Super Bowl and get to another one, and he was awesome. It didn't end well, obviously, with some of the ways he was running routes last season and the tension between him and Jalen. But, as you said, thank you for your service. But I think there's still a big streak out there of like, screw AJ.
And I think a lot of it might comes from the team. Like, Mailata made a comment about like the distraction being gone. It seems like there's a refreshed energy to that locker room, to the franchise as a whole. I think he was like way more of a dark cloud than we even noticed. And people are just like happy to turn the page in that building.
I think there's some of that. I think there's also some of just the exhaustion that comes with having a player in your locker room who is, to one degree or another, unpredictable in what he's going to say and what he's going to do. I think personally it's undersold how respected AJ was in that locker room and how many nods he would get, particularly during the Super Bowl season, when he would say things like, what's the problem with the offense? Passing. Like, he wasn't the only one who felt that way.
No.
Look to the locker to his right. Devontae Smith very much thought the same thing. He just didn't say it. And you can get on AJ for saying it and all that stuff. I get that. But I do think there was a good percentage of that locker room that really liked and respected AJ too. What you're putting your finger on, I think, is just the idea of like, hey, we don't have to answer questions about it anymore because AJ put something on Instagram or Twitter X or something like that, and now that's what everybody's going to be asking about the next day.
Mike, do you think the message, though, is as simple as like he didn't want to be here, he chose to leave us? Because I kind of feel like his messaging was, I like you guys, but I don't want to be here with that guy here. So I'm getting out of here.
Who's that guy? Is it Jalen or is it
of course.
It's
Jalen. It's been numerous.
Are we ever gonna get the real story?
Numerous coordinators.
I don't know, man. No, I don't know. I don't know about getting the real story. I think VG, you're 100% right. I don't think necessarily Eagles fans take it that way. I think they look at it and say he should suck it up and do what's good for the team.
Right.
You know, I wrote about this after they traded him, where I really feel this way. I kind of understand where AJ's coming from. Like he plays a very individualized position in maybe the ultimate team sport. He's not the center or the left tackle or defensive lineman. He's a wide receiver. He gets evaluated and judges himself on how well he does individually. And so it's easy for us on the outside to sit back and say, hey man, if the team's winning by handing the ball to Saquon Barkley all the time and running the tush push, you should just shut up and be happy about it. But if you're the kind of guy who feels like I could be doing more to improve my own situation and help my team, and I'm not getting the opportunity to do that, and I could get it somewhere else, I kind of understand that. Like to one degree or another, we all want to be happy in our jobs. It's very rare, I think, to have somebody who's like just committed to the company doing well.
Yeah.
Do whatever the company wants him to do. So, you know, AJ wasn't like that. And I don't mean to suggest like everybody in the locker room is.
So how was that received? What were the comments like on that article?
Oh, I got a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
I got a lot of pushback.
You a pushback on an article?
I know.
Mike? Never.
I know. I know how hard that is to believe. But yeah, I think if we're being honest, that's kind of what this comes down to. Like I said, it's easy for somebody in our position, and particularly a fan who like all that fan cares about is whether the Eagles win or lose and do well or don't do well. And let's be honest, guys, like not every athlete looks at it that way. I'm not suggesting AJ didn't want the team to win. I'm suggesting he's also saying to himself, I want to be in a better place for me. And most people look at their jobs that way.
Yeah. Mike, shifting gears to the Philadelphia Phillies. I caught myself last night. Well, one, I've never doubted Alec Bohm. I've always talked glowingly about him. You know, I, for one, have always been a staunch supporter of him. But seriously, I look around Major League Baseball. The Dodgers are con artists, scams, frauds. They're leaking oil. Edwin Diaz goes to the IL. Outside of the Brewers, who are just on an absolute tear, Major League Baseball as a whole is a lot of teams all in the same company. And all it takes is being that team in late September that's playing their best ball. I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid a little bit of like, maybe why not us? Like, we're kind of the same as a lot of these contenders. Do you find yourself feeling it a little bit? Because this offense feels different in August.
Yeah, I do feel it a little bit, Jamie. The offense feels different now. I want to see what the offense obviously looks like in September and more importantly, October. And I still have some questions about their pitching depth. I still feel like, I don't know if anybody's asked Don Mattingly this or asked people in the upper levels of the organization. I wonder if they are trying to prep Sanchez, Wheeler, and Luzardo for what might be the reality of October, which is, guys, you got to get us 7 to 8 innings to get us to Johan Duran, because we only have so many arms in the bullpen that we can trust. And it seems to me their clearest path to victory is to ride their starting pitching and an incredible closer and hope they score enough runs. But to your overall point, Jamie, I think that's 100% right. I think we've reached the point in baseball where you have to think about it. You have to think of the regular season and the playoffs as two totally separate entities. And yeah, a team can get hot like the Diamondbacks did in 2023 or the Blue Jays did last season. And we'll see what the Dodgers are come October. I mean, I still would bet on them to win.
Sure.
You know, they kind of went through something similar last year where, you know, they entered that series against the Phillies and it was like, well, the Phillies were better than them during the regular season and the Dodgers didn't win so many games. And then we all saw what happened. So, but I understand where you're coming from. Like, it's fair to feel that way. This is absolutely a team that could make a run if things break right. It's also a team that could get beat in the wild card round.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers since Arraez has gotten here, he seems to have changed a lot. I mean, Bryce, you know, they've gone to the best team in baseball in on-base percentage. The runs scored is like 4th in baseball. Their average has increased. Bohm even gave him credit Saturday night. He was like, yeah, being around a hitter like Luis Arraez, you start to pick up on things and like absorb some stuff. It's almost like the Tony Gwynn effect of like, you just get around somebody that's such a great bat to ball player that you kind of like through osmosis or watching them pick up on stuff.
Yeah, 2 points on that. It's a really good point. 2 points on that. One, Scott Lauber, who covers the Phillies for us, did a good piece the other day about a team meeting, a hitters meeting that most of the guys in the starting lineup had with Kevin Long. And they kind of rethought what they were doing, like to try to get away from being aggressive, period, and chasing too many bad pitches, to being aggressive about looking for each hitter's particular pitch, and that each hitter was different, and stop trying to kind of be uniform in their approach, but hone in on what works for you and be aggressive in going after a particular pitch in a particular spot. And to your point about Arraez's trickle-down effect on the rest of the lineup, that has long been my only complaint about having Kyle Schwarber lead off. I don't need Kyle Schwarber to bat fourth. I don't need him to bat third. I'm content with him leading off. But the drawback to that is that you have a big swinging, high strikeout guy as your tone setter in the lineup. He's the guy who kind of models everybody else as the leadoff hitter. You know, go back in the day to the 93 Phillies, having Lenny Dykstra on his vitamins and whatever else he was taking, you know, eagle-eyeing all those pitches and walking and fouling off a bunch of pitches to get on base, set a tone for the rest of that lineup. And I think a leadoff hitter can do that. And I think having Schwarber at the top, it was the one drawback, was like, hey, our number one guy like swings and misses a lot, so I guess it's okay. And having Arraez near the top of the order probably does affect things in a positive way in that way.
Do you think with the Arraez effect, because we've seen over the last year or two, Harper's was getting the least amount of fastballs. He's swinging stuff out of the zone, and maybe he was just in his head trying too much because it was in his mind junk behind him. And now that Arraez is there, he's walking at a ridiculous rate now. So maybe he always knew that the pitches were out of the zone. He's just trying to make too much happen, and now he's like, all right, at least if I get on, Arraez will move me around the bases more likely than not, so I can be a little more selective here.
Yeah, I think there's something to that, VG. I've been thinking a lot since Arraez got here about where the ideal spot to hit him in the lineup would be. I thought initially cleanup was pretty good for the reasons you just said. I also thought hitting him second might be pretty good because you break up those strikeouts. You know, Schwarber, Turner, and Harper against the wrong pitcher. You know, a really good lefty could just cut those guys down one after another, and maybe putting Arraez in there would break it up. But you know, if it's going to benefit Harper this much to have Arraez hitting behind him, you might as well leave him there.
Mike, it's rank week here at All City. We've been ranking all sorts of stuff. Monday was the best basketball player. Yesterday, best quarterback. Today's just the best athlete. So me and VG have been having some fun ranking some things. And I got a lot of guff yesterday for my top 5 cereals of all time. I'm kind of old manish. I had Cracklin' Oat Bran as my number 1 cereal.
Oh, no, Jamie. No,
I absolutely love it.
Very disappointing, right?
No, did you talk about the 3 stages of Cracklin' Oat Bran?
Well, there's the crispy, the saturation point, and then the mushy.
Well, no, that's true of any cereal. I mean,
Yeah.
First bite of Cracklin' Oat Bran, oh, this is amazing. Second bite of Cracklin' Oat Bran, this isn't quite so amazing. It's kind of hard to chew. Third bite of Cracklin' Oat Bran. Get this away from me. I'm never eating it.
See, I love all the stages. I love the evolution of Cracklin' Oat Bran. But I'm curious.
No, I never had to rest after eating a cereal before I ate Cracklin' Oat Bran.
Your jaw hurt?
Yeah.
What's Mike Sielski's top 3 cereals of all time?
Number 1, Apple Jacks.
Solid.
Apple
That's
Jacks.
a good one.
Number 2, probably Frosted Flakes. And third, Rice Chex. I was a big Rice Chex fan.
I like Chex a lot. I'm a big Crispix guy, and they're kissing cousins, so I'm with you on that.
Yep.
You guys started strong with it. Came out strong with the Apple Jacks, and then you went south.
And Mike,
I used to eat 3 bowls of Apple Jacks every morning for breakfast.
That's great.
It was insane.
Phenomenal.
It was insane.
Phenomenal cereal.
So we're ranking our top 5 TV shows of all time today. Give me your top 3 TV shows of all time.
All right, in no particular order. Law and Order, the original. I want my Law and Order neat. I don't want SVU. I don't want Law and Order Los Angeles. I don't want Diet Law and Order.
Sam Waterston, yeah.
And I only want it up until the year 2000 because the storylines, they really started to stretch after that. There was more crime in New York in the late 80s and into the 90s, so the stories were better. Number 2, Seinfeld. Huge Seinfeld guy.
Yeah,
and then
same.
Third, the first, and I think I can say this and get away with it, the first 4 seasons of The Cosby Show.
Wow.
Are so good.
There he is, provocateur Mike.
I know, I get it.
Already started.
it's fraught. I get it. I acknowledge all the baggage that comes with saying that. I get it. But that show for the first 4 seasons was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
That makes me think of Mad Rashad, has the worst taste in Best Men of all time, and it'll never be beat, with Bill Cosby and O.J. Simpson.
You know, VG might be old enough to remember this. I don't know if you do, Jamie, but it was like a national moment when Ahmad Rashad proposed to Phyllis Ayers on a pregame show of the NFL.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was sweating so much, he like wiped his face off with a tissue or something and got a hunk of it caught on his
That's the worst when that happened.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Yeah, it was an incredible moment. Like, we couldn't believe you were watching this guy propose to this famous actress on TV, and he just couldn't handle it.
Not Claire Huxtable.
Yeah, Claire Huxtable.
Good stuff, Mike.
Hey, Mike, before we leave, I want to make sure you're aware of the new hit song taking over the region right now.
Oh, yeah, the soccer chant.
Yeah, it's come to us via the UK, but the kids can't stop singing it, and it'll be in your head all day today.
You're catching Julie off guard there.
Yeah, are you guys going to play it?
Yeah, we're going to play it for you. Yeah.
Just throwing
I just threw it
stuff at Julia.
Last-minute audible to Julia,
Okay.
so she's got to scramble to load it up. That's all my fault.
All right.
All right,
Is this the,
here we go. Alec Bohm, Alec Bohm, Alec Bohm. There you go, Mike.
That is better than anything that's on Pat McAfee's album.
What's that?
That's better than anything that's on Pat McAfee's album. So I'll give those guys credit for that.
Mike, great stuff. Thanks for joining us today on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. We'll talk again soon.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks.
See you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
There he is. All right, let's take care of some business. We're going to come back. Kyle Neubeck is going to join us for the Wawa Wednesday. We got Back in the Day to get to. We got our top 5 TV shows we're going to do in honor of Rank Week here at All City. Still a lot of meat left on the bone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. If you're looking for the perfect way to cool off before summer's over, Rita's Water Ice is the place to go, and there's a brand new topping my girls are pumped about, the Shirley Temple Italian Ice, and it tastes just like the classic drink we all know and love. Want to take it to the next level? Add Shirley Sprinkles. That's a no-brainer for my girls. And while you're there, grab the limited edition Shirley Temple Cup. Snap a photo of it, post it on social media, and you could win free Rita's for a year. But don't wait. The flavor's only around for a limited time. And Rita's is about more than great flavor. The Italian ice is made fresh daily with fresh fruit. Their frozen custard is unbelievably creamy. And if you've never had a gelati, get one. I'm a misto man. Mango misto, can't go wrong. You're missing out. Before you head over, download the Rita's app and find the location nearest you. Order ahead, and if you're a new app user, you might get a free small treat just for signing up. With so many flavors to mix and match, the combinations are endless. Rita's Ice, custard, happiness. Be cool, go to Rita's.
Let's talk about Ace Hardware Home Services. They're so important this time of year. Heat and humidity sneaking in. The AC might not be cranking like it should, and the temperatures are changing. It's getting warmer, so don't worry. If you got issues, Ace Hardware Home Services, they got you covered. From AC repairs to water heaters, plumbing, electrical, they're trusted pros that bring the same helpful service you know from the Ace stores right to your home, right to your front door, from Philly to the Jersey Shore. And it's important. They got the right people. They bring the right tools, the right know-how. They got everything you need. So whether it's a quick fix or a big summer project, they've got all the tools. They've got the know-how. Then the people to get the job done right. You see their trucks all around town. All your neighbors are using them. Ace Hardware Home Services, they're bringing the helpful to your home. It's that helpful you love from the store right to your home. So visit acehardwarehomeservices.com today to get started on your next home repair project.
6 says the Shirley Temple Rita's really is outstanding. I gotta take the girls over today.
I might actually get one today.
Yeah, I gotta go get it because I'm a Shirley Temple fan.
I have them on the regular. If there's nights where I'm not drinking, I go out to the pub and have friends. I'll grab a Shirley Temple too.
I mean, they're
Did you
delightful.
go ginger ale or Sprite?
No real strong preference.
No, you got to go ginger ale.
I prefer ginger ale probably slightly, but I love a good Sprite. You can make it with either.
Yeah. The drink.
Is a boozy Shirley Temple good?
I've never had it. I wouldn't
Why
defile
isn't
the
it?
Shirley Temple with booze.
So I used to feel that way about rum and cokes in college. I was like, I don't want to ruin a Coke with rum.
No,
because it gets too it's just
there's
why ruin a Coke?
There's an innocence to the Shirley Temple.
Yeah, but like a
7-year-old VG at the bar with his uncle drinking Shirley Temple.
Remember back in the day, the sword through the cherries used to be standard operating procedure.
Yes.
Now, what happened to those swords?
Now they're
You
just
rarely
just
ever see
toothpicks
them.
now.
Yeah.
You gotta go to like a tiki bar for that stuff.
The red sword was great. Apparently, Uncle Frank's in the comments section.
Sure.
Dropping takes.
Oh, yeah.
Have you read any of these? Fit Dad was like, what are you talking about, Uncle Frank? So, Uncle Frank, what's going on? Let's give everybody a little thumbs up here for Uncle Frank. All right. Before Kyle Neubeck joins us, VG, for Wawa Wednesday, we're going to do a little...
Wait, Uncle Frank drives while he chats?
Oh, no, Uncle Frank.
I need a break. We're going to have to take a gummy. I don't sit in front of a computer, so I'm driving around, type this bleep out with the help of Siri, of course.
Oh, okay. If he's Siri, it's a little different. But come on, Uncle Frank. Eyes on the road. Where does Uncle Frank live?
I think he's in Westchester.
He's a Westchester man? All right.
Apparently, he's also
When
a
does the
Levon
Little
Helm
League-
fan.
Little
League starts tomorrow.
One of my favorite quotes of all time is Levon Helm, enjoy every sandwich.
Okay.
And I saw somebody mention Levon Helm earlier, and they said Robbie Robertson ruined the band. It may be fair. One of my big regrets in life, my wife and I were on, I think it was like a little mini baby moon, so we went up to the Hudson Valley, and we stared at like a Airbnb, not an Airbnb.
What's a baby moon?
You go away when they're pregnant to like relax and just take some time. And we went to bed and breakfast, and we were staying not far from Levon Helm's barn where they did a lot of the recordings, and they've turned it into a music center where acts perform.
Mm-hmm.
And we had tickets to go see a band there on the baby moon at Levon Helm's barn.
Yeah.
The band got sick, and the singer canceled the show, and we never got to see it. I was all excited to see.
You saw nothing? No
Yeah, we
replacement?
saw nothing. We got like a refund, but I wanted to see Levon Helm's barn. That was like
for those who don't know, who is Levon Helm?
from the band.
What band?
The band.
Okay.
Yeah, the band. You never listened to the band? Come on, you're a music man.
I listen to band. There's people out there who don't. Like Big Farts is young. He may not know.
Is Big Farts a young man?
I don't know. So we're worried about, yes, K Ray, we're worried about Uncle Frank typing and driving. He's like gummy and driving.
Don't put this stuff in writing, Uncle Frank.
Oh,
The band, man.
the band's The Wait, right? Is that them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Martin Scorsese band.
Yeah.
The documentary is it's great.
Yeah.
Yes. Atlantic City. I think actually Bruce may have been the originator of that, and they just did a better version.
Okay.
Anyway. All right. Let's go to back in the day.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
Thanks to True Mark for bringing us today's Back in the Day. What do you got for us, VG?
Everyone, this one features everyone's favorite bullpen arm right now, Tim Mesa. 2 years ago in spring training,
Sheriff.
He put on the back of his jersey his fantasy football record because he came in last place, 4-10.
Is that the Blue Jays?
Yeah, props to the Blue Jays for letting him.
That's
put
pretty great.
4-10 on the back of his jersey.
4-10. That's awesome. Have you done any fantasy football drafts this year?
Nah, all mine are the last.
Yeah,
week.
mine's like the.
Got to make sure all the injuries are out of the way.
Yeah.
Do a great one at the New Wave. It's a night of debauchery. It's like 6 hours long.
Yeah. Well, thank you to True Mark for bringing us today's Back in the Day. All right, let's go and make it a Wawa Wednesday because I am hungry. And every time I think of Wawa, I think of a nice club sandwich or a shorty.
I went there yesterday. I had a nice.
What'd you get?
I had a turkey, a shorty on a wheat roll, and a medium chicken noodle soup.
Ooh, chicken noodle soup in August. Didn't see that coming.
Well, my living room is freezing with the AC.
Love that.
So
yeah. Wawa uses the big fat noodle too.
Yeah,
I like their noodles in that
solid
chicken noodle
soup.
Yeah, I'm ready for soup season. I've been thinking a lot about because I'm not doing Eagles game days this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm thinking about crock pots,
and a bunch of soups
and
Soup season is year round.
Soup of football.
Soup's everything.
Meal.
Soup's year round.
Soup is not a football.
Okay, who depends who you're asking? Are you asking Anthony Gargano and Baldy, or are you asking me?
Soup.
Yeah.
Sit around, watch the games with a big bowl of soup
before the game, and then you get the win. Yeah, I just like apps. I'm like a tapas.
So I got to be finger food.
Yeah, I'm
Soups.
a tapas football guy. A nice little soup or chili.
Love soup at out on football soup.
All right, well, let's make it a Wawa Wednesday and check in with one Kyle Neubeck.
He's from Hatball. He's from Horseshoe. He's from Hatball, Horseshoe. Westchester in the house. Cal Neubeck.
Who'd you get to voice this one? Was that
some people?
What's his name, your buddy?
No, it's not Reef the Lost
Cause.
Cause.
I thought it was Reef the Lost Cause. I was like, wow, what an honor for Kyle.
I can't afford Reef the Lost Cause.
Guys, 86 degrees outside. You're talking about soup. I'm disgusted.
I can't believe you got soup
obviously,
in mid-August.
You're wearing a hoodie. What are you talking about?
That's called air conditioning, my friend. I like to keep my house nice and consistent.
Yes, me too. I'm freezing in my house.
Did you miss AC when you were in Europe, Kyle?
No, I mean, there were a couple moments for sure. I would say the weather was nice enough. That it was, had we been there 2 weeks earlier where it was like 100 degrees, I'm not sure I would have survived because the people were just like falling over, passing out in the streets or locals. I know a scout who actually lives in Paris and he was like, nobody's even going outside right now. But thankfully we timed it right that we avoided all that.
Nice.
Did you get hotels with no air conditioning, or did you do Airbnbs?
Oh no, my hotels had air conditioning.
All right, sweet.
Don't you worry. That was we were all locked and loaded over.
Yeah. What's your when you get to a hotel room, Kyle? What's your preferred temperature? You set it to immediately.
So my home AC, I keep it at like 70, which I find is cool enough, but it's not like, hey, I'm paying like $600 in the summer for my power. So somewhere in the low 70s is normally good enough.
Yeah, I set it to 70 and I find it's pretty good.
On the hotel?
Yeah, if you
hotel, I go to like 66. I'm not
64.
paying.
I'd crank that.
Crank that icebox up. Baby.
Yeah, partner's miserable.
Yeah.
Get under the covers.
So, Kyle, I heard you, Derek, and Devon yesterday talking about the best starting fives in the NBA. I was watching the show while cooking dinner, and I didn't get to see the conclusion of the ranks. Did you guys ultimately determine the Sixers as the best starting five in the NBA?
So we didn't really come to like a firm conclusion. What we said up front was, I think if you're just taking everybody on paper, they clearly have the best starting five. Like you have two former MVPs, admittedly, big caveats with LeBron and Joel, with one being old and one being banged up injury-wise. But you're also got two guys coming off of all NBA seasons in Maxey and Jaylen Brown. And then the fifth guy is last year's number 3 overall pick, who was awesome, who's a hyper athlete, who's only getting better as a shooter. And so like they all bring something different to the table. They're clearly behind the rest of the league in terms of the reps, the chemistry, and all that. But if you're just going player for player in that lineup, I think it's a pretty easy, yes, they're the best lineup to me. Now, of course, you have to actually get out there and play and figure each other out and all that. But I think they absolutely have the potential to be the best lineup in the league. That's for sure.
I heard you and Devon talking about the Thunder, and I think you guys were spot on. I think they're getting like undervalued somewhat because of how the finals went. But you're missing probably their second best player in the playoffs last year, and Chet Holmgren had like an all-time like bad 5-game stretch. How do you see the Thunder kind of falling in line in the pecking order of things right now?
Well, so to me, if we are factoring in chemistry and all that, they're number one. Like I think they are the best team on paper, and obviously they've changed a little bit. They traded Lou Dort, they moved Aaron Wiggins for salary purposes as they feel the pressure of the luxury tax. But you have a guy who's won back-to-back MVPs in Shea. Jalen Williams, assuming he's healthy, is a really credible number 2 option, guy who can take the scoring pressure off of Shea. Casey Wallace is going to step right into the starting lineup and is like an all-world defender. The big problem with Chet is not that Chet isn't good. It's that the matchup they might have to go through from now on to get to the finals is one that he is just not equipped to deal with. Like Wemby is going to put him through the basket and is going to make his life miserable on both ends. That doesn't change that against like the rest of the league. Chet is an insanely valuable player. So it's, we get trapped in these. It's the last series you saw. So now it's like, well, the Spurs are clearly better and the Knicks won the title, so they should be the prohibitive favorite. That's just not really how it works. It's a reset. I think they also come back with like a bit of an edge after how they lost. And certainly they have San Antonio in their sights because let's be frank, the Spurs handed them their butts basically all of last year. That was a matchup they couldn't figure out. So we'll see if that changes. But against the vast majority of the league, I think the Thunder are absolutely lights out.
And Kyle, let's talk about the Spurs because they did add number 12. How much do they improve there, huh?
So here's the thing with Tobias. As long as you're not guaranteeing him he has to start, and as long as he's on a reasonable deal, right? The difference here was he was a nailed on 30+ minute a game guy making $180 million. I think there's definitely a place for him in the Spurs rotation, but if he starts over Champagny or one of these guys because he's, a name veteran, that's where you start really getting into some trouble. So I'd be curious if they made him any kind of assurances to agree to sign there.
Kyle, and you look at the landscape nationally with the Sixers and the schedule came out, a lot of people whining and complaining. Sixers don't play a Western Conference team until game 18. They don't go out west for a while. They got the fewest back-to-backs, the fewest number of 3 games in 4 nights. Is this just potluck, or are we actually feeling a little love from the NBA headquarters?
Well, I think it's love for the NBA headquarters, but I don't think it's like Adam Silver sitting at a desk and saying, hey, make sure you don't give them back-to-backs or, give LeBron and Jaylen Brown a favorable schedule. I think what happens is they have 34, the maximum national TV games, and the league, when it can, is going to try to space those national TV games out because they want LeBron and Joel Embiid and Jaylen Brown and Max, all those guys to be on the floor to sell the product, right? And so that, I think, is really the main thing that's driving it. So it's kind of incidental. Now, the other thing I would throw out there is while they might not play a Western Conference team until, later in November, I do think that their opening schedule, they have a lot of playoff teams right out the chute that they have to play. And again, that is a product of being on national TV. You're going to play the Knicks. You're going to play the Cavs. You play the Heat on Thanksgiving at home. Like you play a lot of these teams that are even the ones that you think are lower in the Eastern Conference pecking order have like a Giannis level talent. They have really good players on their team. Or in like Cleveland's case, they've been a very consistent 50+ win, second round conference finals type of team. So there are not a lot of easy games on the schedule. They got 2 or 3 against like Milwaukee, but the East is deep. And so I don't look at it as, they don't play the Western Conference because I think the East is now caught up in terms of depth and quality of teams to the West, which has been, the dominant conference for a long time.
So, Kyle, you breaking down Bahamas team footage? Because I saw one VJ stat line yesterday where my man was shooting 55% from 3. What do you know? How do we feel?
Well, what I do know is I'm pretty sure those highlights are from like 2 months ago when those games took place. I'm not sure why those resurfaced now because these are, listen, when they happened, I watched parts of the games live. I think they were on like Friday nights in June. So I'm not going to be misleading and be like, oh boy, I was locked in from minute 1 to the end. But from the pieces that we saw, VJ was just out there killing teams. Granted, the 55% from 3 is in 2 games. It's not exactly like, oh man,
I don't need much to get
a little
irrational.
over. Yeah, but I think what we heard from VJ end of the year, what we've heard from people around the Sixers throughout the summer is that the shot is a huge point of emphasis. That would have been true without a Jaylen Brown trade, without a LeBron James signing. And I think he is smart enough and is driven enough to know, like, look, maybe I don't get the on-ball opportunities to the degree I did last year, but I'm going to get a lot of kickouts and a lot of open threes. And if I can make teams pay on the catch and shoot, now I'm putting them in rotation where if he attacks a closeout, somebody sprinting too hard, you guys know what type of athleticism that he plays with and the above the rim stuff. The thing that we've been focusing on too in this new look group, and we're going to talk about VJ more in depth, I think sometime this week, is that he's going to get a lot of freebies. Like when they get stops, he's going to be able to run the break with LeBron and Maxey and Jaylen Brown and just get like 6 to 8 points a game that are just absolutely layups, like walking in for dunks, whatever. And while his raw numbers might take a hit or might not be great this year, I think his efficiency should be really good. And I think we're going to see him level up on defense as well.
Kyle, some things I didn't get to talk to you about recently while you were away and I was away. How real do you think this Kevin Love situation is? Do you think he's going to try and potentially ring chase here? Do you think the Sixers roster is more or less complete? Like, what do you think about that? Can he still provide something?
As like a 15th man, I think I would be perfectly happy with Kevin Love because I think he brings a skill set they don't really have right now as a stretch big. Now, defensively, all kinds of problems. You don't want him having to guard on the perimeter. He can't protect the rim, but he's still a very good rebounder positionally. He's someone who's going to take and make open threes for the most part. Very smart, good locker room guy. I think with him, it's nothing imminent as far as I understand or I can see. I think this is one that like you get to December, you're approaching the deadline and you see how the roster and how the team is shaping up and you say, hey, maybe we bring them on now because there are some salary related reasons, cap related reasons you would have to wait without cutting somebody. So I wouldn't be surprised. I also wouldn't be surprised if because of that, Kevin Love ultimately decides, I'd rather take a guaranteed opportunity sooner if there is one. But look, he loves LeBron. They have a great relationship to this day. So would I be completely stunned? No. And I would rather bring him back than the number 25.
I wasn't even going to mention it and trigger you, but I saw you guys debate the other day, Kyle Lowry or Ben Simmons. Which one would you rather bring back? I think your answer
Devon only did that to piss me off because he knows that I hated having, love Kyle Lowry, the guy, and for his career and blah, blah, blah. Just hated burning a roster spot on what was essentially an assistant coach last year. And I would still take him back over Simo the Savage on this team.
Hey, Kyle, friend of our show from very close to ESPN and those guys up there in NBA Today. It seems like they're salivating at the network about the Sixers setup, and they expect a lot of drama. Maybe the first game LeBron's got the ball, his time's running out, and he takes it himself and misses. And other guys complaining they don't get the ball, and they foresee that happening. Do you think that's wishful thinking on their part for content, or do you think there's a real chance that this could happen here?
Well, VG, I think the intrigue for this team from a media perspective is both sides of it, right? Because if you get the high-end outcome, it's the LeBron retirement tour with the historic and, big media market franchise. That's all a great story. And if they win, he's a hero and there are all these elements. But if there is a negative outcome, like, hey, the pieces don't fit exactly. Jaylen Brown, I think part of the reason he was grumbling in Boston is because he went through a season as their number one guy and then was looking around and like, hey, Tatum coming off an Achilles comes back and now he's back to being the future guy. Like, I think Jaylen Brown probably wanted to be his own man with his own team somewhere. And now it's like, you might end up like fourth in the pecking order in Philly with the way things have shaken out. We all know that Joel can be passive aggressive when he's not happy with stuff. LeBron the same way. Like, they're not afraid to say things through the media to get their point across. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely disaster potential. I do think they're getting off to the right start in terms of how they're all talking about the shared sacrifice and, do what it takes to win a championship, putting in the hours in the gym now to build camaraderie. And it's one of the biggest reasons I've been excited about seeing Joel Embiid already in the Sixers practice facility rather than, out in LA by himself with Drew Hanlon, because having him be a fixture there every day, working out with all these guys, sends a really strong message like, hey, we're all in this boat together and we're all along for the same journey, for the same goal. So you hope that they're focused on that, and then you don't have to worry about all the media nonsense.
So, Kyle, where did we settle on the new Joel nickname? I've seen Joel Zempic. I've seen Thin Bead.
Joel Zempic is crazy. I will not be rolling with that.
No?
I think Slim Bead in the chat and in Discord, I think that tends to be the more popular one.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to call him Joel.
Well, you're a respected journalist. I'm an idiot with a microphone in front of my face. I want something fun to say.
Well, Joel Zempic.
Well,
Joel Zempic's
I'm an
great.
idiot with a microphone. Mine's just a little smaller and attached to my chest.
Yeah, but you actually have to be in the locker room seeing these guys.
Yeah, it's more like I have a personal relationship or professional relationship, I should say, with Joel, that I've known him for a long time. So I will be referring to, it's not like I go in there and go, yo, what up, process? Like, it's not that kind of deal. Which that's what Maxie will refer to him as that quite often. That's one of his things. So,
that's great.
Yeah, I mean, the people can pick whatever they want, but it's
all right,
Joel.
Kyle, I want to tee you up here for two last things. One, NBA corrupt ownership. And this is a two-parter. Steve Ballmer gets let off the hook by Adam Silver. Pablo Torre called his shot and said, basically, I don't expect Ballmer to get in trouble here. Absurd, right? Like, what are we doing?
It's ridiculous, especially because in the CBA, there actually is a clause that says they don't need definitive proof. They need something to be inexplicable or inexplainable, basically, to be able to punish someone. I think the big thing that they're probably focused on here is that they believe they need to beat an arbitration case. And I think the Players Association would probably argue that without concrete evidence, you're not going to be able to punish Kawhi. But like, actually, the thing that has blown my mind the most, Jamie, is that there's an undercurrent of people who are like, why should I care about any of this? It's like, I don't know, man. If like part of the reason I'm invested in sports is because there's a framework of rules that everybody operates.
Fair and competitive balance. Yeah.
And look, if the argument is, oh, other teams do this or probably do this, like, okay, they didn't get caught. So when you catch people doing stuff like this, you have to punish them. Like, it's that simple. It just, even if it's just for optics, if it's just for like, hey, making it seem like they're doing something, lots of people are looking at this and like, how is this any different than professional wrestling? How is this any different than, I made the comparison yesterday. I love boxing as a sport, right? Like going to title fights, probably the best sports experience I've ever had. But people have stopped caring or following a boxing because it's just a known sham, right? Like there are judges on the take. There's these ridiculous decisions that happen. You don't want to get to a place where people look at the chief decision makers for a league and are like, well, I can't trust or believe in anything this guy does. I think that's a horrible thing to be.
Yeah, like Steve Ballmer's worth billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. Just dock him like $25 million and donate it to charity just for the optics of it or something. It's not going to hurt or affect his life. Like, come on, what are we doing? And then second, Kyle, my beat baseball, your beat basketball are intertwined with Mark Walter. And this story is developing about the Dodgers right now. Basically being forced to sell his share in the Lakers ownership stake to rob Peter to pay Paul. And now Jeannie Buss and the Buss family is saying, hey, I'm the majority stakeholder here. I own 17.5%. I don't want to sell. What the hell is going on with the Lakers and Dodgers situation?
Well, so I can't speak to the Dodgers half of it. The best I
it's getting spicy.
Yeah, the best I understand it on the Lakers side is that Jeannie Buss basically pushed aside her siblings a little while back, where she, in her dad's vision, allegedly, was the one who would inherit the team and be the lead decision maker. So she managed to shove her brothers aside. There's a bunch of reporting on this. Then she, as the leader of that group, sells their majority stake to Walter. Then when Walter gets in this trouble with the federal investigation and this loan fraud and all this stuff, as he arranges a deal to sell to Bob Iger and Kushner, the siblings, who are now like, they have no power, they're not really involved in any kind of Lakers decision making, or like, how can we use this for ourselves? And it seems to be that they can get a big payday, but also kind of stick it to their sister who doesn't want to sell. And so they unilaterally, like, 5-0 vote, we want to sell. We're selling the rest of our position to this new ownership group. And now Jeannie and her representation are like, actually, you can't do that. So it's a very fun family drama and family politics story on that front. But maybe this is why a lot of people recommend you don't go into business with your family.
Yeah.
This is insanely messy, and they probably all would benefit, frankly, from moving on and just collecting their money.
Well, I read something interesting about all of it last night, with that the Buss Trust is set up so that it's a next of kin. So basically, the siblings are incentivized to sell at some point because it ends with their lineage, like their line. So at some point they are going to have to sell. So I understand Jeannie wanting to like hold her dad's legacy up and all that, but the siblings clearly stand to profit by getting rid of the team at some point. It is messy.
Yeah, and I think if Jeannie hadn't made this what appears to be a power play, however long ago that was, to move the other siblings kind of out of positions of power, I don't even think we're having this conversation. I just think where they're at, they're like, all this is a financial asset to us at this point. And if somebody's coming in offering whatever it is, $12.5
fake money,
and we have 17.5, 18% of that, like, that's a lot of money, even for very rich people. So let's get the check. Let's stick it to our sister who we're mad at. I will never be, like, breaking news, Jamie, I will never be purchasing an NBA franchise.
Maybe one day, Kyle, me and you can put our
I'll
pennies
be staying
together.
out of that business.
Yeah.
Not because I lack the funds, but because I don't want to have all the messy politics.
All right, last one for you. VG and I, in honor of Rank Week here at All City, are about to rank our top 5 TV shows of all time. I want to know Kyle Neubeck's top 3 TV shows of all time. You can give me no particular order. Just give me a top 3.
I was going to say, I don't know if I could do the order. Sopranos is in there. I think Mad Men is in there.
I considered Mad Men in my top 5.
The third one I had to think about because I feel like it changes. I will say it's definitely not Breaking Bad, because my hot take is I think Better Call Saul was better.
It may have become better. It's not that hot of a take.
There was a point where I would have considered Game of Thrones, but that final season just drove that off a cliff. The Wire is just too cliche of an answer for me. Like, The Wire should be in the mix there.
It should be.
And I love it. This is tough. I will say the only show that I've watched front to back at least 3 times, will surprise you, is Futurama. If you guys remember that show.
I know it's Futurama.
So I have deep adulation for that show. And by the way, is one of the only shows that has had multiple elite series finales. Like, they canceled the show, had a great original series finale. They brought it back, had another great series
Is that
finale.
Matt Groening as well?
It is. And I love The Simpsons growing up too, so that's part of why. Like, I think I just fall within his. I don't know. The third one is so tough. I think I would just. I can't say The Wire. That's like the most cliche.
Nah, you can say it.
Honestly, Succession is in there.
Succession's
for me,
great. Yeah.
Succession is what I'll throw in there for now, but I don't feel great about it. There's just not one outside of the top 2 for me that I feel that strongly about.
All right. Good stuff, Kyle. Thanks for joining us on this Wawa Wednesday. Sixers show coming up 3 o'clock today. Make sure everybody's watching.
All right, fellas. Good to talk to you.
See ya. All right, we got one more to take care of, and then we're coming back, and VG and I will do our top 5 TV shows of all time in honor of Rank Week here at All City. BetParx is the one and only online sportsbook and casino app that I use and I endorse. So download the BetParx app today and join me. Just pulled up the BetParx app, and we have Sandy Alcantara versus Aaron Nola tonight. Phils are going for the sweep. If you believe in Aaron Nola, good on you. They're plus 145 tonight. Some decent value there. Sandy Alcantara having a nice season for the Fish. The one that catches my eye, though, because he just missed one by inches last night, Kyle Schwarber to homer tonight. Plus 225. Always all the action you need and want on the BetParx Sportsbook app. So download the app today. Terms and conditions apply. See betparx.com for more information. You must be 21 and older and located in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, or Michigan. And please, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Back to school season is upon us. Some people are starting this week, next week. It's crazy. And you know what that means if you've got kids. You know the drill. New backpacks, trapper keepers, school supplies, filling up the tanks for practices, games, everything in between. New clothes. Got to have new clothes. And that's why me and my family use the Everyday Elite Visa card from TrueMark Credit Union. It rewards everyday spending you're already doing with up to 4% cash back on eligible purchases. And for a limited time, new cardholders get a 0% introductory APR on purchases for the first 12 months and 17.99% after that. That's a win before the school year or season even starts. Apply today at TrueMark.com or visit any of the TrueMark area locations. 24 of them. Rates based on credit worthiness. Earn up to 4% cash back on eligible purchases. Bonus categorizes capped annually. Restrictions apply. Visit TrueMark.com for details. Federally insured by the NCUA. Jamie Lynch, Violations. Greg here from the Xfinity Studios, filling in for Anthony Gargano this week, who I hope is down the shore enjoying some R&R with the boys and the family. VG, you just told me there's something not safe for work coming down the pipe. You know, I'm the number one Quignon guy.
Well, yeah.
In Philadelphia.
We'll close it out. We got a little video of Quignon.
That's my boy,
Yeah.
Q.
My boy, Q.
That's my guy. NSFW film from the great E.J. Smith coming shortly.
I didn't say anything remotely close to not safe for work.
Yeah, Quignon, horny time.
Oh.
Yeah. Give me a cigarette and some bonbons and let me watch Quignon cook.
Bonbons.
Is that I dated myself with that?
Yeah.
Cracklin' Oat Bran. Everybody's a bunch of haters with Cracklin' Oat Bran. It's amazing. But as a president of the Quignon fan club, I can't wait to see this. Julie, up to you. Do you want to play the NSFW Quignon clip from E.J. Smith, or do you want to do our top fives? Top fives. All right, before we get out of here, we will have to send it to overtime, most likely. But it is rank week here at All City. In today's category, that's going to be released at 12 o'clock Eastern time from the voting process we put in place for diehards and staff, is the best athletes of all time. So this could include your Serena Williamses, your Michael Phelps, Usain Bolts, Leo Messi's, Tiger Woods. We'll see. I do know the results, but I don't want to spoil them for people. Monday was basketball players. Tuesday was quarterbacks. Thursday is the best Philadelphia sports villains. Friday is the best uniforms. So in honor of that, VG and I are ranking something every week. Today we got Julia in the mix. So we decided the sports stuff's being covered. Let's do some nonsensical stuff. And today we decided to rank our top 5 TV shows of all time. We'll go from 5 to 1. Let's give Julia first honor here with the number 5 TV show for Julia Hoff.
Okay, I didn't have time to pull images for mine.
Okay.
But number 5 for me is Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, she likes some guys in the
So
motorcycles.
obsessed. Opie, there's so. But actually, I have a very many traumatic memories from it because I can just think of a moment in it, and it's like terrifying. But
are you in love with the main character?
I actually liked Opie more than Jax.
I don't know the character names. I watched a little bit of it.
He's of course, but like
Beefcake.
He's not my favorite.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 5 for Mr. Violations, Greg. What do we got?
Oh,
It is a show that has maybe the greatest holiday episode ever.
Oh, the bear?
With the infamous turkey drop. WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, I thought you were going the bear. Jeez. Jeez.
Les Nessman does the turkey drop.
I don't think I've
celebrated, and they drop the frozen turkeys from a helicopter, just pelting people in the head with 12-pound cannonballs. Come on, dude.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, dude, I'm a music guy. I maybe want to be a DJ.
All right, fair enough.
Venus flytrap.
This is your list. So you're entitled to your opinion. Julia, should we send it to overtime now, or should I drop my 5 and then go to overtime?
Let's do OT now.
Let's go to overtime. Everybody watching on TV, follow us on allphly.com or the PHLY YouTube page. My number 5, you could make the case it's the greatest TV show ever, the longest run ever. It just came up in conversation with Kyle Neubeck. It's animated, but it's great. The Simpsons.
No, it was probably number 6 on my list.
Yeah, like
it was great for so long, and then it kind of tailed off a little.
It's still like better than most TV.
I would agree with that.
I had to give The Simpsons their love at number 5. Iconic culturally.
Yeah.
You travel the world, people love The Simpsons. When I lived in Australia, The Simpsons were on TV all the time, and it was a little bit of like home. Simpsons. Gotta honor them.
Can't go wrong with The Simpsons.
Fit Dad says, WKRP, my God, VG, you are a vampire remembering that far back. LOL.
Great. One of the greatest shows ever.
All right, Julia, number 4 for you.
Okay, so I'm thinking like Kyle, where I originally had Game of Thrones in number 4, but I just loved Cape Fear so much.
I've
that
heard
I think
great stuff. Is this Javier Bardem on Apple TV?
You Cape Fear in your top 5 of all
I've heard it's great.
It. I've already rewatched it. The way it's shot, the way the casting, the directing,
wow.
The first scene itself is just like,
I've heard it's great. It's on my list to get to. I want to. If you haven't watched Widow's Bay, Julia,
that's really good too.
That you got to watch that.
Yeah,
but wow,
yeah,
Cape Fear, a new release.
I know.
Is TV Todd watching? I need your opinion.
I'm surprised at myself too, but I was like, oh, I really loved it.
Maybe we should get TV Todd on Friday. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, number 4, a current show that just released in the top 5. Sammy UK, absolutely. Apple TV is just. They're a hit. They make gold records when they put their pants on. All right, VG, what do you got? Number 4.
It's just classic. There's 2 versions. You pick either one. Anyone who has spent time in a cubicle, The Office.
Yeah, I thought about The Office because of how much I watch it.
It's
like my comfort
if
TV.
you worked in a bad office, it's just you could just relate to it.
And now, are you a BBC?
I think
guy?
that's better, but for the longevity, I put
Sammy is
American
watching
Office.
in the UK right now.
Yeah.
Sammy,
I think it's more dark and funnier, the UK, but the US version is just gone for so long.
Yeah, I mean, it is a phenomenal show. I considered it. I did not have it in my top 5. This show, number 4 for me. I could have made it my number 1, but I went with more drama related. Seinfeld, number 4.
No, right, yeah.
I easily could be number 1. I used to have the entire collection of DVDs. Probably my most watched show of all time. I had to get in my top 5 somewhere.
I get it. It's kind of worn out for me. I used to be a Seinfeld maniac.
It's starting to get like a little dated.
Yeah.
And I've watched the episodes so many times that I almost can say the lines. But it's still there.
Changed the way that some shows made the scripts, the way the storylines all come together at the end.
Julia, number 3.
Okay, my number 3, Golden Girls.
I love Golden Girls.
Love it.
I love
it's so much like it's like raunchier than you expect.
Oh yeah. I watched one the other night where the grandma slept with her husband's ex-business partner, and B. Arthur comes in and collapses on the bed, and the two of them had just had sex.
Yeah,
I can say
my dog is named after.
It is
B. Arthur,
very raunchy.
Yeah,
it is. I mean, that's not the only reason why I like it, but
it's funny.
It's funny, and it's just like
they're like
it's witty. It's
nice
quick.
age. And that when they filmed that, they're like in their like mid-50s.
B. Arthur
early
was
50s.
like older than Estelle Getty.
Oh yeah, Estelle was like the youngest of them.
She might have been.
She was.
Very funny show, Golden Girls. Great choice. VG, who do you got number 3?
This one just changed my world, and it's got some cultural impact. people of color with some money.
Taxi cab confession.
And we got interracial relationships going well. And we got Wheezy and Jeffersons, man. The greatest theme song of any show.
Moving on up.
Yeah, man. Jeffersons ruled.
Yeah. I can't say I've watched a ton. I've
Dude,
seen a decent amount.
George Jefferson is one of the greatest characters of all time.
Ed Wright in the comment section just mentioned one I considered. It did have the one bad season, so I dropped it out of my top 5, but I loved Fargo.
I thought about Fargo too.
Fargo was
that first season of Fargo was so good.
So that's a good one, Ed Wright.
Wow.
Jeffersons. Did you ever watch Fargo?
Yeah, I've watched like the first season. I liked the second one. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, I loved it. Number 3 for me. I'm taking the low hanging fruit. My next 3 are low hanging fruit. I think for any like TV list out there, but I loved them. Sopranos, number 3. I mean, it kind of changed TV as a whole.
Sunday night viewing on HBO.
Yeah, it opened the way for HBO and Apple TV, and it changed television forever. Number 3, and it's sneaky funny too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, very funny. It's a drama. It's a great
really
show.
well written. Yeah.
All right, Julia, number 2.
Okay, well, I actually have an image now because I can use yours.
Julie's got her own
Number 2.
image finally.
Nice.
Number 6.
Sopranos.
I mean, it's great. I owe it a rewatch at some point.
Me too.
It's been forever.
I have almost every season on DVD box set.
I don't even have a DVD player.
Yeah.
Don't you have like an Xbox?
I have an old Xbox. Yeah,
you play DVDs in
it's
it.
not set up. I guess I'd have to bust it
What?
out.
You don't play with the girls?
They have a Nintendo Switch. I play with them. So yeah. All right, number 2, VG. What do you got?
Took some slander earlier on. I don't know why. Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
For me, if I watch a drama, it's the best drama ever.
It's incredible.
No
disagreement.
Cinematography's great.
Can we
the
be
lighting is
greedy?
good. The music is good.
Can we do Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad as
I think
one?
Better Call Saul's a good storyline. I just think it looks like I'm watching a movie. Just the way they did the lighting and the background music and stuff.
Yeah. Big Farts Jones says the Chappelle Show. I did consider Chappelle Show as well. Me and my dad really bonded over Chappelle Show because it was just like unlike anything we'd ever seen before. I would literally call him from college like, did you see that episode? That was outrageous. All right, number 2 for me, cliche, sue me, The Wire. I loved it. Absolutely great. Even the bad season, whether it's the newspaper or the elementary school kids, people like or the docs. Whatever you choose as the bad season is still better than most television you'll ever see. I absolutely love The Wire.
All right. I watched like two seasons of that.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know. There were some cliches I couldn't get past.
Ah, jeez.
I don't know.
Ah, jeez.
The drunk Irish cop. I was just like,
McNulty.
We've seen this character 4,000 times. I was like, eh.
I see why Anthony gets the way he does sometimes. All right, Julia.
Okay, this is kind of based off of like, it's mainly based off of like the Mrs. Doubtfire of movies. It's like if it's on, I have to watch it. And also, I've just seen every single
Mrs.
episode.
Doubtfire with the girls the other week. They loved it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
My number 1 is SVU, Law and Order SVU.
Oh, you go Law and Order SVU.
SVU. I need Olivia Benson. Mariska Hargitay and I.
Sielski says only Law and Order.
No, SVU is so much better. Mariska Hargitay, and we shared birthdays.
Ah, birthday buddies.
Yeah.
Is that Ice-T? Is he in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, VG, the number 1 spot.
Dude,
you're going right.
You know my world.
Paisan.
You want to go where everybody knows your name.
Cheers?
Dude, Cheers rules.
I'm surprised.
I still watch it.
Number 1?
The best sitcom ever created. Wow.
I was surprised to see this was your number 1 too.
It doesn't matter. They move characters in and out. It's great. It's such a microcosm of the local pub.
Were you a Christy Alley or Shelley Long guy?
Christy Alley.
Christy Alley.
Yeah.
Was she first or second?
Second.
She was second.
Yeah. Sam's just the coolest.
Sam's cool. Woody's great. I mean,
Yeah.
the Norm one-liners. There's a YouTube compilation of all his greetings to the bartender. It's phenomenal.
Yes.
George Wendt. Isn't he related? He's like related to somebody very famous. There's some weird like correlation with him and family lineage. Anyway, all right.
There's one episode with Norm, like guy comes in, he hasn't been there in like 18 years. And he's like, oh my God, nothing's changed. Oh wait, the paneling behind Norm's different. It's like 20 years.
That's great. All right, my number 1, if I can loop Better Call Saul into the universe and take both of them, I would. But Breaking Bad to me, I was so obsessed with. I thought it was some of the most riveting television imaginable. I loved Walter White's story arc. I hated Skylar White so much. I almost didn't name my daughter Skylar because of it.
Man.
Yeah, like Addie was like, what about Skylar? And I was like, Skylar White, I hate her. So I just, Jesse was phenomenal. Gus Fring.
I loved, the one person who
Saul
drove me
in it
nuts
was good.
was Junior, the kid.
Oh, he was a little
drove
brat.
me nuts.
He was a little brat.
Yeah.
And Hank was great.
Yeah,
like,
Hank was a
every
good
character was
heel.
so Tuco. Like every character was just phenomenal. The writing, Vince Gilligan. It was just an incredible TV show.
Yeah.
Cliche or not, Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad, my top 3.
Yeah.
How can you argue against those shows? There's a reason it's cliche, because they're great. Yeah. All right, that's going to do it for us today.
We're leaving on a high note or a low note, or I don't know. I got a little nugget from camp.
Oh, yes. Give me a cigarette. Let me sit back and watch Quignon putting the clamps
on a go ball.
Make sure you're following EJ Smith.
AJ, this is via Eagles on Fire. EJ Smith.
It's a little dark, but I can see it now.
Over and ball hits the ground.
Of course it does. It's Quignon.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it looked like it might have been a bad pass by me. It looked like EJ had a stub.
There's a lot of there's more fans there than
We're surprised at all the fans that get there.
Yeah, I saw Filthy in Philly. If you follow him on Instagram, he went up there with a couple Birds fans. Like,
looks like it might have been in AJ's basket. He may have dropped that.
Quignon, because he's got Quignon on him. The clamps. I love that. Good job, EJ. But make sure you're following along the Eagles. They're going to be 3 o'clock today, live from Foxborough, doing their show after joint practices. So make sure you're tuned in for all of it. Big thank you to Julia behind the scenes for producing today's show.
Julia.
We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Bob Cooney's going to join us for the 9 o'clock hour. He'll be at 9 to 10 with
the
us.
editor's back, right? After 2 weeks.
We'll talk to Pat McClune. Maybe we'll grab Derek or Devon. And we got you covered all week. Thanks to everybody for hanging out with us today. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button before you get out of here. I'll be on the Phillies show if you haven't had enough of me in about 50 minutes.
Who does?
With Corey Seidman coming up in a little bit. So thank you to everybody in the chat today. Have a great rest of the Wednesday, everyone. Let's go Birds.
We all silly like the mayor.